Now, Fester, why would you go ahead and do a thing like that?
Sorry.
Why would you do a thing like that?
I know.
You know, you're part of the problem.
I am.
Why would you do that? Do you think that is fair to others? You know, because just because you're doing it to yourself doesn't mean that it doesn't have an effect on others. And again, you're part of the problem instead of being part of the solution.
Yeah, it's a story of my life.
Welcome, everybody. It is the MJ Morning Show. I am MJ. I got Fester right across from me, who I'm a little perturbed with here at the beginning of the program. I got Michelle, my lovely wife, over here. Do you have any idea what the hell I'm talking about?
I really don't want to get into it.
Do you have any idea? With the minimal... So, I haven't revealed... There's been no post-issue conversation, and there's been no pre-show conversation.
Right.
So, when I say post-issue, obviously something happened yesterday with Fester, and there's been no subsequent pre-show discussion just before the opening of the show.
No.
So, Fester, do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
I do not. However, I will take full blame.
You have no clue.
No clue at all.
Let me give you a hint.
Okay.
FS.
Oh.
FS.
Oh.
Do you have any idea where I'm headed now with the clue FS? Any idea?
FS.
Yes.
It's a good clue.
Any idea?
Very
FS.
telling.
So what is it? What am I getting at here?
I have no idea. I don't know what.
Dude, you're part of the problem.
Okay. Listen, I don't argue that.
You sent me a link to a story which, well, I've seen myself, but thank you for sending it anyway.
You're welcome.
And you fat shame yourself?
Hold on.
Fester sends this story. I was spotted in the Gulf.
Oh,
With
Fester!
the two whales that were spotted off of Madeira.
I don't think that's exactly what I sent.
You did. You said, I was spotted in the Gulf. In your show prep email last night, you sent a link to the story about the fisherman that videoed the whales, two whales, a pair of whales, these right whales, which I got to be honest, I'm a scuba diver. I'm a little above average on aquatic life, and I don't think I've ever heard of a right whale. You know, I've been scuba diving with whale sharks. Michelle and I have gone on numerous whale watching expeditions up like in the Pacific Northwest.
I mean, you guys go on a whale watching trip every morning.
Stop it.
There you go. There you go again.
I don't think that's the noise they make. Is
Sure.
it?
I mean, maybe that's how it sounds above water,
Fester,
but underneath it's like echolocation.
Are you not aware of the email that you sent last night with a couple of show links?
I'm aware.
Yeah. Fester says, no, I was not at the beach.
Okay, so I'm telling you I was not there.
Right. Meaning that wasn't you spotted as a whale off of the Pinellas County coastline off of Madeira Beach.
Because I'm heading off your joke because I know how you think. The show
I wasn't going there. I'm not gonna fat shame you.
Oh, you absolutely were. The show is gonna start with, Fester, I have a question for you.
Did Kramer ever hit a golf ball into your blowhole?
Once. The question would have been, yesterday afternoon, did you happen to go to the beach yesterday?
Listen,
That's how the show was going to start.
I don't sound like that.
If I didn't head off the joke.
Oh, you headed off at the pass,
Yeah,
right?
listen.
Oh, yeah.
Listen. Part of being a funny guy is heading off the jokes before others get them. I'm not going to leave that joke sitting out there for you to salivate over for 18 hours. Oh, there's a whale in the Gulf of Mexico. I can't wait to see Fester tomorrow
First of all, I don't go. I can't wait to talk about Fester and the whale spotted off of Madeira Beach. I don't do that.
Okay, my impressions are homages that I take great liberty in. Okay, it's more of a caricature not an exact impression.
But maybe you do sound like that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you do. Maybe I'm
And you
not that
don't know
far
it.
off.
You know what? We have a lot of wildlife stories. You know, the black swan thieves that ripped off the black swans out in Lakeland and then, like, took them down to Miami.
That's happened over the last 10 days or so.
Yeah.
What an amazing story.
Yeah, and I guess we can do the follow-up on that later on. So both guys involved have turned themselves in, and last I saw, the black swans were returned to the Lakeland neighborhood where they were ripped off. I mean, jeez, man. I mean, now people are ripping off swans?
What are they thinking?
I don't know. And then we got the whales off the Pinellas coast. Yeah, these right whales, I guess, which are very rare to be in the Gulf of Mexico. And I think they're tagged because they've been tracking these two whales. So they have some type of a transmitter that's been affixed to them. Yeah, two fishermen saw these two right whales. That's the species, the right, R-I-G-H-T, as opposed to the wrong whale.
Like I said, never heard of a right whale.
The whale is wrong, Bob. So these are the Price is Right whales. That's what we ought to call these things. So right, R-I-G-H-T whales. And they were spotted on Sunday. Derek Gaines was with his dad, and they were off Madeira, Mad Beach, right off of John's Pass. This is Sunday, about 5 o'clock, and they spotted the whales. Yeah, they're recording, cell phone video, and I guess there have been multiple sightings of these whales, which are rare to be in the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, and stay away. If you see them, you got to stay back. Like the signs on the back of fire trucks, like keep 500 feet back or whatever.
Yeah.
So the whales don't have signs on them, but you need to stay away. So according to the law, you have to stay, 500 feet away. It's against the law. So you must be, 500, did I say feet? 500 yards.
Okay.
You got to stay 500 yards away from a right whale, whether you're a kayaker, whether you're on a motorized boat. So any kind of craft, you got to stay, jet ski, wave runner, you got to stay 500 yards away from the whales.
These whales are enormous. I mean, they have pygmy right whales, but adult right whales are 52 feet long. That's a big whale. I mean, it's not a blue whale, right?
And they're very endangered. They're on the critical endangered list.
Well, the morbid story behind how it got the name right whale.
All right, you're going to make something up. Go ahead.
No. It got its name because back in the glory days of whale hunting, that was the right whale to kill.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on. Andrew, our producer, is saying yes. Fesser's telling the truth.
Yeah, the right whale got its name because it was the right whale to kill.
Says who?
A common explanation for the name, according to Wikipedia, which take it up with Wikipedia, but a common explanation for the name right whales is that they were regarded as the right ones to hunt. As they floated by, you can kill them. And
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's awful.
It's really kind of morbid. It's not like,
That's why they call the right. Really?
Yeah, it's not like, the Wright brothers discovered the right whales. It's nothing like that.
Well, also the Wright brothers are W-R-I-G-H-T, and the right whale is the R-I-G-H-T.
They could have just as easily been known as a yip get 'em whales.
All right, well, I got to be honest.
Yip get 'em.
I've never heard of the right whale. I heard of lots of other whales, but I never heard of this particular type of whale, the right whale, R-I-G-H-T. All right, 6:09 at the MJ Morning Show. Fester, I'm just trying to say, don't fat shame yourself with whale jokes, okay? That's all I'm saying at the beginning of today's MJ Morning Show. It is a very busy Tuesday. Hey, and you got to explain this Nazi salute story to me.
I'll try.
Do you even have a handle on it?
No.
This is crazy. All right, hold on. We're back in minutes. It's the MJ Morning Show. Don't move. Here on Q105. Here's Shriner with traffic. 104.7 FM. MJ, Fester, Michelle on mic number 4 over there. And Fester calls me last night. It's about 10 o'clock. Hey, man, are you aware of this? Can you recreate what you did last night? And Michelle heard you because we were finishing up season 2 of Tulsa King, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I call you. Your TV is blaring. All I
I
hear
know,
is like
I know.
Sylvester Stallone, like, hey, oh, hey, oh. I'm like, what the hell's going on over there?
That's pretty good, Fester. That's a very good impression of him on Tulsa King.
Yeah,
Working on
we
it.
kind of binged over 2 days,
Yeah.
right? We binged Tulsa King season 2 with Sylvester Stallone.
So
it's a cute show. It's not very cerebral, but it's a cute show.
Yeah.
Another Taylor Sheridan production.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Fester calls us, and I answer on speaker, and you're like frantic. All right, can you explain what the hell?
I don't know that frantic would be the accurate term.
No, it was. You sounded disturbed. I don't know. Hey, do me a favor. Do not mention the name of the woman because I don't trust you that you have all the facts here. Okay.
All the facts I have.
And this has to do with like a Nazi salute downtown.
All the facts I have.
This is last week, right?
Mm.
All the facts I have are off of one Facebook post.
Okay. That's great.
And that's it. That's it. I don't know. I don't specifically know the person who posted it. I only know what I know about that person is all I know off of their Facebook page.
So you're not a journalist.
I'm not
Reporting the facts.
I'm anything but a journalist.
But we don't know if they're actually facts either.
I don't know, but this is the information that has been presented to the court of social media.
How did you find this?
Because I was on Facebook. Listen, every day we do show prep, right?
Zoop,
And I like to keep up with local news stories.
zoop.
And I check all of the major TV stations for local news,
Mm-hmm.
right? Something quirky that we can be able to twist and make entertaining in our own way. And WFLA News Channel 8 is one of those sites.
Okay.
So I have their...
But this wasn't on their Facebook page.
Okay, hold on. I go to Facebook and all the big stories they put on their social medias. So I find that it's easier to sift than their websites is to sift through their social media feeds. And I type in and I have WFLA News Channel 8 as well as every other TV station in my search bars, in my recently searched. So I click News Channel 8. And here, I'll do it for you again. You click News Channel 8, WFLA,
Right.
and then you scroll down a little bit,
All right.
and his picture pops up. So it's News Channel 8 and people who mention the news channel. All right, so it's not just their stories, it's people who mention. Like if you typed in MJ Morning Show, you would see our posts and people who mention us in other
Right,
posts.
so Channel 8 comes up in a Facebook search regarding news.
Because I typed it, I specifically typed in WFLA News Channel 8.
I got
That's their Facebook page.
So the story is that some guy stops his car near a protest in downtown Tampa last week and starts yelling and does a Nazi salute out of his car window.
That's the story. It happened.
What was the protest? Do we know what this protest was about, that the guy felt like he had to stop his red sedan and hang out of the driver's window with a Nazi salute? Do we have any idea what this was?
So this happened on February 17th because the person who posts it, who I don't know, her name might be Cy Day Smythe. She has a very active Facebook page that is politically very left-leaning.
This gentleman thought it would be appropriate to do the Nazi salute at protesters yesterday in Tampa. He identified himself as, and then there's a name. Turns out his girlfriend is a WFLA News 8 producer. I'm not going to mention her name because I have no idea. I don't know about you, but I don't think
I don't think our trusted news should come from Nazis and Nazi sympathizers.
All right, so wait a minute.
That's what she says on her Facebook post.
All right, first of all, do we know that a woman that's a producer at Channel 8 has the boyfriend that did a Nazi salute out of a car window at protesters in downtown Tampa sometime last week?
If this person identified himself, which he does in the video clip, or you put it out there and somebody knows him, I mean, like, there's nothing secret anymore online. And then you look at his Facebook page, and the first thing it says is in a relationship with X, and then you click that person, and you see them standing in front of this, and you're like, wait a second.
I got you.
I mean, you can figure stuff out. I mean, I don't think he shouted, "Hey, by the way, my girlfriend works for this." You know, I don't think that happened. But
so here's the audio of the guy yelling out of a car window after apparently doing a Nazi salute.
Do it on camera. What's your name? 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 Why?
So he identifies himself as Lindell Selkovic.
First of all, if that's accurate, who the hell starts screaming at protesters, does allegedly a Nazi salute, and then recites his name that's on his driver's license? I mean,
He gave his social security number next. No, he didn't. But, it's crazy.
who does, I mean, and then the audio, it sounds like the guy's having convulsions. I mean,
Is he doing a Nazi thing or a samurai thing? I'm
I know.
not sure.
I mean,
He's schizophrenic and confused.
And then you got the "What's your name?" lady. What's your name? What's your name? I mean, lady, shut up and get to recording.
this audio is so frantic and confusing.
And mind you, it's in the heat of a protest, and I am a believer in everybody's right to protest.
Does anyone listening?
And
Does anyone know what they were protesting? And this apparently was the 17th.
this was because she says yesterday, and on the original Facebook post it says February 18th at 10:17 a.m.
When the hell was the 18th? And when was the 17th?
Was it last Tuesday?
Hang on a minute. I've got to check my calendar.
Last Wednesday, Tuesday.
Let me bring up my February calendar. So this is it was last. So the protest was not yesterday, Monday.
A week ago?
The Monday a week ago yesterday.
I support a good Monday protest. That's a good day for a protest.
Does anyone know?
Don't take up my weekend with a protest. Let's do it on Monday.
Is there anyone listening that can make heads or tails out of this story? Is there anyone listening that has any more information? Like, what was the protest about Monday, February 17th in downtown Tampa? And does anyone have any more information regarding this? I mean, the guy's having, like he's having a seizure or something.
Do it on camera. What's your name? 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 Why?
I mean, sounds like the guy's like about to swallow his tongue or something.
So
That day was actually Martin Luther King Day when a lot of people, or I'm sorry, President's Day when a lot of people had off.
Oh, that's right. President's
Okay, it was
Day.
a
All right.
national
President's Day.
holiday. That's right.
Yeah.
Let me give out the phone number here. Look, I don't know if we're going to dig anyone up here at 6:27 in the morning, but does anyone have any idea? Does anyone have any more information about this? And Fester's just like fascinated regarding this story to the tune of he calls me up. Oh my God! Did you see this protest? So you
not an accurate representation
last
of
night
our
you
call.
sounded like this guy.
Do it on camera. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Yeah.
What's your name?
I did not sound like the Nazi guy.
All right.
Yeah, I did not sound like the Nazi guy. It's not try it.
800-990-1047 if anyone has any more information about that. And then they're trying to online the internet sleuths. And you got to be careful of that because, man, tell you what, and Michelle, we've talked about this in the past, how the internet community and the sleuths get together.
Oh, yeah.
And they dox people. You just brought this up recently. We were talking about something, and you got to be careful because of the people on the internet, and they will go to great lengths to do detective work.
Yeah.
And they'll go down rabbit holes to out people and find connections. And
Oh, they'll find you.
But I don't know why anybody who's protesting. Listen, I've seen protests that I kind of agree with. I've seen ones that I kind of disagree with. I don't know why you stop and try to agitate them or let them. It's their right to protest.
I hate downtown Tampa Nazis.
This guy who identified himself was it Lindell something? Play it again.
Sefcovic.
Yeah,
I don't
Lindell
know.
Selkovic.
Do it on camera. What's your name? 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 Why?
And such a unique name. It's not like Mark Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have picked
Jerry
Taylor.
Jones.
Yeah, I know. I mean, anything but something so
Then he could
specific.
have spelt it.
Yeah.
L-I-N. Yeah, I mean.
But then the internet sleuths, they find his social media, then tie him to some kind of news producer at Channel 8, allegedly.
Well, you find this guy.
Yeah, it's not. And then they're trying to shame her, which that's not fair.
That's the internet. Hold on.
I know.
That's the Wild West. I mean, that's when you tell your boyfriend, don't act the fool out in public.
Yeah. I mean, you have a conversation. We're like, what the hell are you doing?
I mean,
All right, hang on. Let me go to phones here.
I
Let's
have
see.
the fear of God scared into my kids and wife as far as this.
Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, it's Donna from Spring Hill.
All right, Donna, can you add any more to this mystery story?
First of all, I didn't expect it to be so hilarious, but
Hold on. Say that again?
I didn't expect it to be hilarious. I was expecting like some really crazy story, but it's kind of funny. The guy sounds like he's barking. He sounds like my dog.
Donna, you're right. Donna, other than his name, I can't make out. I mean, granted, the woman's screaming over him, but I can't make out anything he's saying other than him clearly saying his name at the end, which is probably the worst thing he could have.
Is he trying to speak German? I don't know.
Yeah.
What is that?
Right.
What is that? But the only thing I know about, I can add to this, is that I did hear about it. I didn't hear about that incident, but I did hear about that it's not my president protest.
On President's Day.
Not my president on
Got-
President's Day.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Donna, I appreciate. Thank you for calling.
Sorry, listen. We're not going to imitate Lindell
No,
at all. Okay.
Donna, thank you for listening to the MJ Morning Show.
You guys are wonderful. Been listening to you for years.
Thank you. Have a great time wherever you're headed. Probably work, right?
Can I just say?
No,
Yes, I'm on my way.
No, she's going to a protest, MJ. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yes,
You
Michelle.
do two very good Japanese impressions. That's one of them.
All right.
And what is the other one? Which is a bit of a visual.
I don't know what.
Okay.
All
All right. So that's a different protest, Michelle.
It is.
MJ, this guy, what? I completely support everybody's right to protest. I mean, the guy at fault here is the agitator.
Yeah.
Right?
And we don't know what he's doing.
We don't have the whole story, but
Yeah.
I got enough.
There is video of him doing like a Nazi salute out of his car window, or it appears to be a Nazi salute.
Or he's waving
Right.
and saying, "Have a nice day."
You know, when I hear this audio clip, though,
Do it on camera. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
what's your name? What's your name?
Do it on camera. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
All right.
I mean,
6:33 at the MJ Morning Show. All right, we're all piled into the mystery machine here, just trying to solve a mystery. And guess what? He would have gotten away with that Nazi salute if it weren't for you meddling kids. All right.
meddling kids have cell phones now.
Right.
They record everything. You gotta know better.
Everybody is recording everything.
Idiot.
All right. Speaking of idiots, morons in the news. Next. Oh, great stuff today on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey. It is time for Morons in the News on the MJ Morning Show, 6:40 Tuesday morning. Oh, I brought in my Hokas this morning. If you missed our whole Hoka discussion yesterday, I brought in the Hokas, and a little bit of a recap if you missed the Hoka problem here. And I've got a brand new pair of Hokas I think I'm going to give them away later on. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it's your size. So hold on.
Hopefully it's your size.
We'll give you details in just a bit. All right, early Morons in the News, man. I love today's pile. This is out of Beverly, Massachusetts. Police are seeking the suspect accused of urinating all over a bar in Beverly, Massachusetts. So cops there, where the hell's Beverly, Massachusetts? Can you find that on a map for me, please?
Not a very big state.
I'm guessing it's just outside of Boston somewhere.
Everything
yeah.
I'm guessing northwest of Boston. It's a burb. It's a suburb.
Yeah, everything in
where's Beverly?
Massachusetts.
No, I guess I'm wrong. I guess it's looks like it's well north of Boston, right? Is that before you get to
Beverly, a city in Massachusetts.
Yeah. All right, so here's the deal. Cops are looking for help from the public. They're trying to find a man who peed all over the bar. According to Beverly, Massachusetts police, the individual went into a local bar and urinated all over the place. Quote, not only is this disgusting, but it's also incredibly disrespectful to the staff and patrons. Oh, you think?
What bar did he walk into? Did he walk into like a national chain bar, like a Chili's or something? Or did he walk into like a corner dive bar?
No, it's just a local bar establishment. And I don't even know if I have the name of the bar. Yeah, let's keep our local establishments a place for good times, not biohazard cleanups. This is according to the Facebook post from the Beverly, Massachusetts Police Department. But
have you seen the picture?
Yeah, they've got a picture of a guy, and it's an older dude, and he's not a thin guy, and he's not fat. He's kind of like he's stocky, and he's got like just a gray full head of hair. Looks to be early 60s?
Yeah.
62, 63. And he's just whizzing all over the place. But, Fester's looking at NBC 10 in Boston. Do they have the name of the bar in that? Yeah, they don't mention the name of the business.
No, none of the articles.
Yeah. So it's like they're looking for the guy that, it's almost like they don't want to, hurt the business's business by saying that this guy whizzed all over the place.
I mean, it's a pee puddle. I mean, look at this guy. He has one hand on the bar, acting all cool, and the other hand Annie.
on his unit, and he's apparently just hosing the place down.
He looks like some kind of a character in a mob movie.
Doesn't he?
He does. I mean, just,
Hey, if you don't make your payment, if I can't collect, I'm going to whiz on your bar.
I think he was an extra in Departed.
Right.
Yes.
Wasn't that a Boston mob movie,
Yes,
right?
that was. Yes. Excellent movie.
That's it. You know what? That was a good.
The Irish Mob.
Is it The Departed or just Departed? I got to watch that again. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you want to do a search for this thing, it's online. But none of the stories mention the name of the bar.
No.
I'm guessing it has an Irish name. That's what I'm guessing. It's O'Shanahan's.
O'Malley's.
O'Malley's.
Yes.
I'll squirt all over the place. All right. Speaking of drunk and dopes, and, I love these stories. And we had a couple of these yesterday where, criminals, they just make it a whole lot easier for cops to take them down. Remember we had the I-75 story? The guy ran out of gas, and he's got a car full of drugs and guns, and then the girlfriend pulls up to help the boyfriend who ran out of gas, and she pulls right up to the cops, and FHP finds all kinds of pot, with intent to distribute in her car. I mean, here's another one. This is two idiots. The Lower Moreland Police Department announced the arrest of Gavin Saxon, 27, and Joseph Saxon, 23, who were found drunk, asleep in their car at a gas pump at a gas station. An investigation found the driver, identified as Gavin, and the passenger, identified as Joseph, were in possession of a firearm, drugs, drug paraphernalia.
Come on, man.
I mean, just dopes, and then you fall asleep. You fall asleep at the gas pump at a gas station, and you've got drugs, you've got guns. What the hell is wrong with people?
If they could have just filled up and parked in a regular spot, they would have gotten away with it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. You ever see somebody sleeping in their car at a gas station?
Yeah, in the parking lot.
I sleep in my car at a gas
Yeah,
station.
so Lower Moreland is a township in Pennsylvania. And these guys, let me hold this up to MJTV for our MJTV watchers. These are the two savory characters.
They look like winners.
Oh, yeah, these guys look like total winners.
So was the pump triggered just to fill the tank automatically? And did it click when it filled up, or was gas just pouring out?
Oh.
All right, moving along.
Yikes.
And again, if you're breaking the law, if you've got some illegal stuff going on, make sure that all of your equipment is in order in your car. And another one of the stories I laugh at is someone's driving with a busted taillight.
Don't do it.
Or they're speeding. And then they have all kinds of drugs and contraband in the car, whatever the story is. This is one closer to home. This is up in the Villages area from the Villages News. A woman with hypodermic syringes and other drug paraphernalia arrested as she was spotted in a car with a massive crack in the windshield as she pulls into a Wawa.
So in different states, cracking the windshield is a different degree of enforcement, right?
Listen, in Florida, it is
Is it?
it's an offense, yeah.
I see cracked windshields all the time.
And guess what? That is probable cause. That's PC for the police to pull you over. If you have a cracked windshield, you will get pulled over at some point. I've seen people with windshields that are cracked beyond belief. And then what happens is if you got a crack and you start hitting bumps and potholes and just the normal vibration of the car, it'll cause that crack in the window to start spidering out even more.
Oh, you can hear it.
Jody Catherine McGowan of Summerfield, Florida, was a passenger in the red 2012 Ford Fusion. Oh, that was a smoking year for the Ford Fusion, by the way. The 2012 is a hot car. Yeah. Officers spotted the vehicle's cracked windshield while in the parking lot at Wawa, US 301, County Road 466. According to the arrest report, the crack ran the entire length of the windshield. That is an offense here in Florida. That is a violation. During the traffic stop, a canine alerted on the vehicle. A search turned up 2 hypodermic syringes, a metal spoon. Yeah, I'm sure that was for the Cheerios.
Right.
And a white And a white residue and burnt tinfoil was also found. The white residue was on the spoon. There were cut metal straws and other drug paraphernalia. Yeah, she was arrested on charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, booked into the Sumter County Jail, $1,000 bond. But the point is, these schmucks that are driving around in vehicles that are just screaming, pull me over, pull me over, pull me over, pull. And they've got drugs and all kinds of illegal activity going on. You know what? Thank you for making the job of law enforcement easier. Because I don't want someone driving out on the road with all kinds of drug paraphernalia. You know, burnt spoons with white residue, whether it's, methamphetamine or whether it's heroin or whatever. These people are a danger to other folks on the road because I'm sure they're driving high at some point.
You think so? Yeah.
What are you giving me? Why are you giving me the
Listen,
business?
You know what? You seem to know a lot about this probable cause thing. Why don't you just give everybody a list? Come up with your 5 top probable causes for pullovers so that these, people know.
Well, you're a former Hillsborough County assistant state attorney.
In the way back.
Well, why don't you give me your list of probable causes?
I don't have one. Lights out, lights off.
If this person would have just taken the time to call Lloyd's Auto Glass.
I don't think they're around.
They're still around. I found a commercial. You know what
really?
you get? You know what you get when you call Lloyd's?
What?
Free box of steaks.
I have not heard them advertise here in the Tampa Bay area in a long time. Do you remember?
A legendary company in my mind.
So years ago on the old radio station that we used to be on, Lloyd's Auto Glass used to advertise, and their gimmick was that
you get a free box of steaks.
Professor, you're laughing so hard people can't understand what you're saying.
I'm sorry.
So if you had a cracked windshield, you called Lloyd's Auto Glass, they'd fix your windshield and they'd give you a free box of steaks. So we smashed the windshield of Paul Sliwa, one of our engineers.
He had like this Chrysler, like this tan Chrysler.
He had like a LeBaron or something. Yeah. And Paul Sliwa was a great guy. He was one of our engineers at the old J-Corps, then Clear Channel. And may he rest in peace. But Paul Sliwa was a great guy. Love the dude. And we smashed his windshield just so we could see if you really get a free box of steaks when they came out and fixed it.
Oh, my. Did he get the box of steaks?
We grilled them. We cooked them on the morning show.
We cooked them.
My
They
gosh.
were decent steaks. I mean, they were better than what I was expecting.
Yeah. For my auto glass needs, I like Mike's Auto Glass.
What does Mike give you?
Mike gives you a great job that's done right. That's what Mike's does for
Does
you.
it give you some frozen Delmonicos or something?
No.
I'm a Mike's Auto Glass. Because listen, Michelle, we had that spate with the beginning of the Howard Franklin Bridge construction a couple of years ago. We had like 2 cracks in the windshield with crap flying into the car. And luckily, you know what, I shouldn't even say this because, luckily it's been several years now with no chips, no cracks.
You're jinxing us.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop it.
I probably shouldn't say a damn thing here.
Nope.
Is what I'm thinking. All right, and then, man, can you imagine this? Fester, you watch the World Series of Poker on TV sometimes, right?
Yeah, I try to. I enjoy it. You know how you refer to some TV programs as just being like mindless background noise?
Yeah.
I think that's what I find the WSOP.
What is that?
World Series of Poker.
Yeah, WSOP. It's not a radio station. It's you're listening to WSOP. No, it's the World Series of Poker. It's the acronym.
WSOP. The World Series of Poker. And it's on all the time. I think like my Vizio has like a dedicated channel to just all the time poker tournaments.
The big like national yearly tournament is out in Vegas, right? That's like the huge where like the pot could be like $8 or $10 million. Yeah. I mean, some enormous amount of money.
It's a $10,000 entry.
Right.
Ballrooms of tables.
But then they have like little WSOP World Series of Poker tournaments that litter the country.
I think there's been some at the Hard Rock in the past.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
So this is up in North Carolina at Harrah's Cherokee. Where in North Carolina is that? So this is like an Indian reservation gambling operation.
Probably in the town of Cherokee. So Harrah's Casino in Cherokee, North Carolina.
Harrah's Cherokee in North Carolina. So wherever the heck that is, some guy is at a World Series of Poker event on Sunday, gets pissed off, and starts flipping tables. That's like a nightmare.
That's awful.
That's like when you're, when you're a kid and you're playing a board game and you get pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
And you ever have somebody like just get pissed off at Monopoly and just take the whole table and flip the game in the air?
Oh.
I've been part of that. I've never been a flipper, but I've been part of a flip board game.
There's no way to recover from that, right? How do you know what everybody's stack
You
is?
don't.
Plus the pot.
All the money, that is a night. The guy freaks out and flips 3 poker, not just his table.
Right.
He flips other tables as well. And apparently he shouted that God told him to do it.
Did God tell him to enter a gambling contest?
One World Series of Poker participant flipped 3 tables and was tackled to the ground by security at Harrah's Cherokee in North Carolina on Sunday. Matt Savage, the executive tour director of the World Series of Poker, quoted, saying that the tournament directors just experienced their worst nightmare.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
The whole tournament now is invalid.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you see the video?
Yeah, I did. I've got still shots. The guy just.
Oh my gosh! Like that is crazy.
It happened on the second day of the $1,700 World Series of Poker circuit main event. 65 players remaining in the tournament. Viral video shows the man running with one table while pushing it before it fell to the side with chips and cards flying everywhere.
Yeah, these tournaments, MJ, they're knockout tournaments where you're trying to get the other players and eliminate the pool of players.
And then the dude is tackled to the ground. And he's now, I see this.
Oh my God!
Did you just get to that part?
The guy's eating, and he's wrecking. Is there audio on this? Yeah. All right, roll it back. Oh, that's the table getting flung over. This is easy to find if you want to search for this. And he's just
they're just pounding on him.
And the
now.
tables are coming apart. Everyone, move back! It's not helping. Unbelievable.
You see the security guard just standing there, not doing a thing, while the other players are like tackling him.
Right. Apparently the guy was yelling, God told him to flip over the tables. God's angry at the World Series of Poker. Yeah. All right, 6:56 at the MJ Morning Show. We start the 7 o'clock hour next. When we get back, Fester, you like a good cruise here or there? You got a little.
You know what? I'm not mad at it. I like a cruise.
We got a cruise ship lawyer that is incensed at what he's discovered. Why is a cruise ship lawyer? I guess this is a guy that goes after cruise lines.
Oh, great.
Yeah, for passengers' benefit. And we'll get to that next. Also, that fan company, Big Ass Fans?
Those fans are enormous.
All right, well, they're in trouble. Yeah, big. I just want to say Big Ass Fans.
Yeah.
All right, we'll explain next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Stand by. If you're looking to make... It is 7:02 at the MJ Morning Show. The 7 o'clock hour has arrived. Of course, this is an awesome chunk of show, but we've got a major chunk of show every morning about 7:25. We'll start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ coming up in just a matter of moments. So, Fester, you've been on a cruise or two with your family.
You know, not lately and not nearly enough, but yeah, I've been on several cruises. I enjoy them.
Listen to this headline. Cruise ship lawyer warns of absolutely horrifying inspection report on Royal Caribbean. What the hell?
All right.
A lawyer who says that he sues cruise lines for a living. What's your specialty? Oh, I sue cruise lines. Yeah. Called out Royal Caribbean following the absolutely horrifying results of an inspection done by the CDC. That's the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention out of Atlanta. Unless they've all been fired. I don't know. Spencer Ehrenfeld, known as cruise ship lawyer on social media. This guy has a whole social media presence. Cruise ship lawyer made a video last week where he described what went wrong when the CDC inspected a Royal Caribbean ship, the Symphony of the Seas. He said the biggest issue was that raw eggs and raw hamburgers were being stored at the, I guess, at incorrect refrigeration temperatures. Furthermore, crew members at Johnny Rockets. Oh, they have like a branded Johnny Rockets on board.
Sure. When I went on the Carnival cruise, they had like the Guy Fieri hamburger
Oh,
joints.
that's right. The Guy Fieri.
Okay. They
Fieri.
all have...
You got to go Fieri.
I hate you.
I know. You hate
it's-
when I do that.
I mean, everybody does.
Is there a-
listeners hate it.
Is there a Johnny Rocket still up near like Citrus? Is that still around?
It used to be in the mall. I don't know.
Yeah, there used to be like a Johnny Rockets at Citrus Park Mall. Is that mall even open anymore?
Open?
It's,
Yeah.
It is.
It's been years and years since I've went there. Citrus Park, yeah.
Johnny Rockets is still there. Look at that.
Citrus Park Mall
Yeah.
location. It's open today at 10:30.
See, my first experience with Johnny Rockets was in the late 80s when I lived out in Hollywood. And the original Johnny Rockets, if I'm not mistaken, was 2 blocks down from my house on Melrose. I don't even know if that's still there.
And I'm sure it's a great burger, but I just don't think about it.
Yeah. I've always had a good time at Johnny Rockets. So crew members at Johnny Rockets allegedly had open wounds and were touching ice with their bare hands. Oh, my God. This is on the cruise ship. My God. In addition, several children came down with severe GI problems while in the daycare centers. My God, this Symphony of the Seas sounds like it's just a floating germ boat.
Wait.
The germ boat.
Are you looking at the report card that you can go and visit for yourself?
Yeah.
It literally says
it's the Vessel Sanitation Program.
Yeah.
And you can go to the CDC.gov website and look this crap up. So if you're going on a cruise, you can look up the ship that you're going on and read the last sanitation inspection.
You know what? If you're going on a ship, don't worry about the sanitation. Yeah, it's just like a mental jump you have to make before you go to board.
I don't want to be on a ship that's filled with shit. You know?
That's the worst place to have a case of the ships.
I mean, they got a bad report because there was some diarrhea in the little nursery area. I mean, is that really a problem? They reported it, and maybe some other kids got the diarrhea, and they didn't report that properly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, what's a little diarrhea with kids?
I mean, seriously, anywhere that there's kids, there's diarrhea.
Right?
There's the poopsies everywhere with the babies.
So several people got sick, kids in the daycare center, blah, blah, blah. Projectile.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Can you read it? Or you can't read it?
In addition, several children came down with severe GI problems while in the daycare centers, and the daycare center failed to follow the protocols for referring them to the medical center and for reporting these things such as acute gastrointestinal illness, projectile diarrhea.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's the way it goes.
The misstep by the cruise line, according to the cruise ship lawyer, allowed these poor kids to spread a potential neurovirus to their parents. Listen, we had a whole bunch of ships. Didn't we have one ship come back to Tampa, like with 100 and something people all sick in the
Like
last
a
couple of weeks?
norovirus or something on the boat? I'm looking on the CDC's webpage for the vessel sanitation program, and it's, I mean, if these people are still working there, it's a pretty aggressive program. They've already done like 20 ships in this year.
Yeah, the cruise ship lawyer says it will cost Royal Caribbean around $65,000 to correct the issues.
What is this guy doing?
In the allotted time span? Because they had a score of like 86. So Ehrenfeld, the lawyer, revealed that CDC scored the ship, the Symphony of the Seas, with an 86 in the inspection report, which he claimed was barely satisfactory. 1 point less, which is an 85, would have been an unsatisfactory evaluation, which probably would have caused them to have to cancel the cruise. So 1 point away from cruise cancellation.
You want to hear some of the other items that were listed in the report?
Yes.
25 raw shell eggs were stored in an open plastic bag on the top shelf of a heavily soiled, non-refrigerated crew cabinet next to the manager's desk.
Okay.
What? All right.
Several food items were stored incorrectly. A black, rotten banana peel was inside an open box of celery root.
Okay.
The celery root was resting inside an open box of bell peppers that was filled with rotten lettuce leaves and soiled raw onions.
God, I mean, how difficult is it just to keep the food items fresh and clean?
Pretty difficult.
It's not difficult.
Yeah.
Also, ensure the supervisor, they were supposed to ensure that the supervisor or the person in charge of making food, that the food was not being prepared in a room used as a living or sleeping quarters.
You know what? They should just rename the boat the Sickness of the Sea. You get what you get.
I like the projectile diarrhea of the seas.
Yes. The diarrhea of the seas. I mean, it's all fish food at the end of the day.
Oh,
the projectile diarrhea boat.
If they could see me now on a diarrhea cruise.
If they could see me now.
Yeah.
If they could see me now with projectile diarrhea. Yeah.
We need to work on some lyrics on that.
Oh, they could bring Kathy Lee Gifford back for that.
she needs a job.
If your friends could see me.
But that's what line did she do?
Carnival.
She did Carnival.
Oh,
right.
man.
This is not Carnival.
No.
This was Royal Caribbean.
Cruise industry in general.
And you know what? Should stories like this shame a cruise ship from getting their crap together? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. All right, and then Fester, you love the name of this fan company, right?
Yeah, they have an excellent product. I don't know what trouble they're in. You said they're in trouble. I don't know what that deal is. But
first of all, do some people shy away from this company because are some people offended by the name Big Ass Fans?
So they make big ass fans.
They do.
I mean, the first time I ever saw one, I think, was in the Walmart Garden Center, and it was like off. And I'm like, does it say big ass fan on the fan? And it did.
The box said big ass.
It was mounted like the Walmart. You ever go to like the Walmart Garden Center outside and they have the fans moving the air out there?
So they're not selling it. It's something they have installed.
The Walmart had it installed and it was off. And I looked up and you could see on one of the blades in yellow letters, big ass fan. And I'm like, it's a big ass fan. That makes more sense than any company I've ever heard of in my whole life.
Well, the company Big Ass Fans has been slapped with almost $500,000 in fines for false advertising about their air purifying devices, including claims that their pricey fans can eliminate 99.99% of the virus that causes COVID. I think the fan is just going to take the virus or whatever airborne mung and just shove it somewhere else.
I mean, why don't they adopt that as their advertising campaign? We'll push the COVID around the room.
Away from you?
Yeah, maybe.
I guess there's been a joint settlement regarding allegations of false and misleading advertising. Kentucky, of course, Big Ass Fans is based in Kentucky. They agreed to pay $450,000 in penalties and restitution of more than $320,000, of which it'll distribute directly to California consumers. So I guess it's a California deal, and I guess I just love the name Big Ass Fans.
Yeah, look at their commercial fans. Big Ass Fans E-Series, 12 feet 6 inches across.
Oh my God, it's a $4,200 fan.
I'm sorry, 12-foot blades. The blade is 12 feet, so it means the whole thing is 24 feet plus the center, 26 feet across. That's amazing.
There's no place to even put that in my house.
Yet. Just take out that wall.
My God. All right. We got to just put a big-ass fan in the new studio. Blades will be cracking into the walls and everything and breaking out windows.
They make smaller ones.
Oh, they do?
7-foot blades.
Do they make small-ass fans?
No. All their fans are pretty big-ass.
Oh. What did I do with the story? I hold on. I might have lost it. There's something I did not do yesterday. Let me see if I can find this thing.
What did you mention that you didn't get to?
Yeah, there's got a bunch of things I just didn't get to yesterday. Oh, here it is. The woman that called her insurance company with a problem over a denial of benefits. Do you remember we did the story like a month or so ago? A woman from Lakeland, on the heels of the whole Luigi Mangione story and United Healthcare, and the CEO of United Healthcare, who was taken out, assassinated on the sidewalk up in Manhattan just before an investors conference. And then we had a woman out in Lakeland who said, delay, deny, depose in a call to her insurance company because of a denial of benefits by her company. Do you remember that we did this story and the woman was arrested? I mean, she was cuffed and stuffed. Can you close the studio door, please? It's hot as crap in here, but there's all kinds of noise down the hall. So the charges have been dropped. The Lakeland woman that was arrested for, it was a perceived threat to her insurance company, which is Blue Cross Blue Shield.
How is that a threat?
Well, see.
I mean, I know the guy put it on the bullets, but
hang on a sec. Delay, deny, depose. I don't know if that was enough, but when she said that you people are next, sort of insinuating that you guys at Blue Cross Blue Shield are next to get the bullet, I think that's what turned it more into a threat. So the charge against this woman out in Lakeland, Brianna Boston, has been dropped. And, of course, the original story was that she was accused of threatening her health insurance company. And late last week, they dropped the charge against Brianna Boston, who called Blue Cross Blue Shield in some kind of a billing dispute or reimbursement dispute. And she said, delay, deny, depose. And again, those were some of the words written on the bullets and some of the casings, that were found after the assassination of that CEO. What was his name? Brian Thompson. Yeah, Brian Thompson, the CEO that was assassinated for United Healthcare. And then, according to the arrest report, she said, you people are next. So the charges have now been dropped. If she had just said delay, deny, depose, I don't think
that's not a threat.
That's not enough. But when you say you people are next, that's a bit of a threat. I don't.
She didn't say I'm gonna get you. She's just making an observation.
Yeah,
you guys might be next.
Yeah. So charges have been dropped. Yeah, representatives of Blue Cross Blue Shield told investigators with the state attorney's office in Polk County that she'd been a good customer in the past, and they did not want to proceed with a prosecution, that they would like to, quote, amicably settle this matter.
Yeah, a good customer in the past is just paying them.
I listened to the actual statement. Based on the facts and circumstances, including the defendant's lack of any prior criminal history and her sincere remorse regarding her offensive conduct in this incident, as well as the victim's expressed desire for leniency, we accept the agreement between the victims and defendant to be an appropriate resolution of this matter.
Okay.
This is verbiage from the filing evaluation, which was filed by the state attorney's office in Polk County. Quote, therefore, the defendant will not be prosecuted for this incident. But do you think they're retaining her as a client? Do you think they've canceled her policy? Or are they keeping her on as a Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida customer?
I think they get that insurance through her husband. through his employment.
If
I
it's
think
through
is
the
what I read.
employer, you have to take everybody. I mean,
So-
I don't know if you
yeah.
if you threaten
Right.
them. I
she's
mean,
been a good customer. They're the ones that kind of asked for leniency
Yeah.
and for this thing to end.
so initially when she was on the phone with customer service, they took it as a threat,
Yes.
and clearly the person, the operator or the customer service representative with Blue Cross Blue Shield was freaked out.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, delay, deny, depose. You people are next. You know, insinuating that you guys are next to be shot on a sidewalk somewhere. You know, so that freaked out the customer service rep, who then went to her supervisors, and then it escalated to where they contacted local authorities in Polk County in Lakeland, and then had the woman arrested. But then something happened in Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida. They're like, you know what? Let's not go ahead. Let's. So they clearly their lawyers went to the state attorney's office and said, let's drop it. We don't want to move forward and press charges.
I'll tell you what happened.
What?
There's
Tell
a
me.
lot of support for that Luigi Mangione,
Oh God.
and
I know.
I mean, he's got a GoFundMe or some type of a fundraising effort.
Yeah.
You see all of his fans, if you want to call them, or supporters, come out,
No, we're
and this is
fans.
just another.
Yeah.
This
Listen.
is just another way that people might have rallied behind
All right,
her.
This isn't a Luigi. What happens is it sounds like everybody did their job. She made what
Oh,
was
I
perceived
agree.
as a threat. The hourly operator who works for the insurance company heard it and reported it.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger company reported it to authorities, exactly what you would want to happen if a threat was made. And then cooler heads looked at it and like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, hold on, let's just back up a little bit.
Guess what?
What?
I just got denied. Yeah, our
Great.
our insurance company here at the Beasley Media Group,
Yeah.
our health insurance. Michelle, I haven't even told you this yet.
No. What is
You
it?
know, because I just had my yearly physical,
Oh.
a couple of weeks back,
Yeah.
and doctor ordered, the full panel of blood work, and I start getting the explanation of benefits. The EOBs start rolling in, the explanation of benefits, and then I get a couple of denials. One of the denials is that Aetna, so our health insurance here at the Beasley Media Group is through Aetna, and Aetna is denying apparently some lipid profile from my blood work. So they're denying it. We're not paying for this. We deem this unnecessary.
Did you call them?
No, not yet.
You gonna have words with them?
Yeah, delay, deny, depose. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
I mean, that's
I'm kidding.
so far you've gotten one.
So I think I've got like 2 deny from the physical, and they're covering the physical of my yearly physical is covered, but they're denying some of the blood work panels that the doctor ordered just to make sure that I'm in okay shape.
A couple of months ago, I got the colonoscopy, which was a fantastic experience.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
It was great. I mean,
People make a big deal out of that. Oh, colonoscopies are nothing.
right.
The worst part is if you have to drink a gallon of Gatorade. But again, I recommend that you do the Clin Peak. The Clin Peak is a prescription. You take 2 little bottles and boom.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll talk about colon cleaning a little later.
All right. Well, go,
However,
hurry up.
My mediocre insurance covered the procedure, but
Right.
because they removed something, I got a bill for the thing they removed.
Oh.
They found like one little tiny baby polyp in my anus. And
Like, you know what? I don't need to hear. You don't need to use that description.
it's a medical term.
All
We're
right, but
talking about colonoscopies. Is anus that far out of bounds?
I've had enough. I stopped.
But anyway, I got a
Stop.
$763 bill
Stop.
for
It's
the.
enough.
They didn't pay for that?
No, they didn't remove the polyp removal. They were like, "You gonna leave it there and then have
Yeah.
a bigger insurance bill later?"
Do it again.
Yeah,
Get pre-authorization and do it again.
So yeah, it's just weird how these companies work and what they think.
All right, and then Luigi Mangione. There are 2 things I got to get to. I'll get to those next. So, do you see what's going on with Luigi Mangione, the guy that shot the United Healthcare CEO? Everyone's fascinated with his loafers that he was wearing in court.
What?
Yeah, his loafers, and then professional line sitters. I mean, it's and this could be my favorite thing. Are you guys aware of the single dating woman glitter trick? This is the best thing of the day. It's coming up next. The single dating woman glitter trick. Wait till you hear this next on the MJ Morning Show. We start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next, so don't move. Here we go, starting 1 hour and 20 minutes plus of non-stop MJ morning show. All right, let me pick up quickly on the Luigi Mangione loafers. And Fester, you think those are some good-looking loafers, and you're a Crocs guy. You what are you dropping on the floor?
Oh,
you're a disheveled wreck.
I had a protein drink in a styrofoam glass.
Did you just drop it all over the floor?
No, the protein drink is still sealed.
Okay.
But the
All right.
styrofoam glass popped when it hit the ground.
Oh, okay. All right, listen.
get a new
So
styrofoam glass.
you love Luigi's loafers.
There's some good-looking shoes.
So Luigi Mangione, speaking of, the whole healthcare debacle, this guy that shot the United Healthcare CEO some months back. So he's, making these court appearances, and he's wearing these loafers, and people are going gaga over his shoes, that they love his shoes. And what kind of loafers are these?
I mean, they look professional and casual at the same time with a rubber sole, so you get good traction on them.
Okay.
I mean, listen, a lot of good things.
Loafer talk with Fester.
I'll tell you what, my feet are too fat and too flat to pull off a loafer. I can never wear these.
You can't find the loafer that even fits you, right?
Do you know what I call loafers? Crocs. Crocs are my loafers. If Crocs came out with a loafer, I'd jam a penny in them.
All right, so here's the deal. I saw this in the Post. Luigi Mangione's fancy trial loafers sparked 1,400% increase in a Google search spike. And they're calling Luigi Mangione's loafers the new summer footwear fashion trend.
They look really cool and comfortable.
It's still wintertime. Why were they looking ahead?
Oh, everybody's already shopping for summer, MJ. Look, loafers have been in style for a while, so it's a sudden fascination. I mean, they've been a fashion thing for maybe the last 18 months, even longer.
This is going to be the new summer footwear fashion. Forecast a trend spotter on X, hailing Mangione's brown formal kicks as the hottest look for the forthcoming season.
And it's a light brown. It's a really flattering color. The shackles,
you know what? It is
great as well.
It's a smart looking shoe.
It really is.
And he's got manacles on.
Yeah,
he's got ankle handcuffs on.
Are they called manacles?
A manacle's also a foot and leg restraint. But you know what? The chain's dangling over. It's kind of like an accessorized item.
Yes.
like an anklet.
Yeah, exactly. The 26-year-old stepped out in the casual sock-free style at his hearing on Friday when a Manhattan Supreme Court judge denied requests to delay his case in connection to the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
Here it is. This is the first time I've seen anybody go to court with the exception of the bulletproof jacket. He looks like he's going boating.
Oh, he's all he's prepped out.
Yeah.
He's like going boating with Buffy and Muffy
seriously.
at the yacht club.
He's wearing these really good-looking tan. It's darker than tan, but lighter than brown. Loafer, no socks. Wearing.
He's got like a hunter green like cardigan on.
Yes.
Can I just say that's what Julian wears on a daily basis?
Yeah. By the way,
that's Julian's look.
What Mangione wore to his hearing on Friday. That's exactly Julian's look. It is.
What the hell's your kid's problem?
It absolutely is.
Your kid's trying to dress like the killer?
It's a J. Crew look, to be honest with you.
It is. It's a very, very smart looking, very neat and clean and put together for a sidewalk shooter.
It would fit in anywhere. I mean, it looks really, really good.
Has anyone identified the actual shoes that he's wearing?
Yes.
I can't find them.
They are Bruno Magli's.
No, they're not. That was OJ shoes.
Oh. I don't even know if I said it right. Bruno Magli's? I don't know.
Bruno Magli.
Molly's?
I've heard it pronounced with a silent G and then a hard G. Anyway, so the loafers. And then also one other thing with Mangione before I get to the glitter story. Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a call standing by on my healthcare test denial.
Okay.
I'll get to that in a second. But the single dating woman glitter trick, you got to hear about this. Because this is like apparently going viral now. What single women who are dating are doing. And this is very, very clever. I get to that in just a second. Oh, but quickly on Mangione, there's a professional line sitter, and the guy's being hired to sit in the line to gain entry into the courtroom. So there are people, you've heard of the professional line sitters?
Yep.
Where if there's a big lineup and you got to wait for something, that you can hire some of these line sitters that will do all the legwork for you, and they'll wait in line for hours or a day for an event.
You give them money, but they give you the ticket to get into the event.
Exactly.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. So apparently professional line sitters are being hired for the Luigi Mangione hearings. Let me grab this call quickly. Line 4, Jessica in Largo. Hi, Jessica. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yes, Jessica. Go ahead.
All right, so in regards to the lipid panel denial, if you don't have elevated cholesterol, you're not on a statin, the insurance is going to deny it.
Well, I do have elevated cholesterol. I am on a statin, and they denied it.
Well, then when was the last time you had a lipid panel done? Because they'll only cover it about once every 6 months to a year.
No, I have not.
Very particular.
It's been over a year, so I'm gonna have to call them up with deny, delay, depose. No, I'm kidding.
Seriously,
no,
what they're looking to do with you.
It's been over a year since I had a lipid panel. My cholesterol, if I'm not medicated, my cholesterol, and it's hereditary because my grandma had like a 350 cholesterol, and she lived to 93. But she was on a statin drug. So my cholesterol rests at around like 230, 240. And with a statin, I'm down to like 158.
Yeah, so there's no reason they should be denying it then.
You want to call them up and you want to bitch them out for me? Can I hire you to call them and...
So, hold on.
No, I got my own work to do.
Yeah.
I got to go take care of people now.
Thank you, Jessica. Thanks for calling in.
Jessica was
right.
very helpful until she wasn't. I got other people to take care of, radio boy. Somebody else sent me a message that all your doctor needs to do is file it under a different code.
Yeah.
It's all these codes. I mean, honestly, a person isn't denying you, MJ. It's like this insurance AI that's like deny.
Oh yeah.
So
that's like the ant problem. Expired.
But yeah, so maybe it's a coding. I don't know.
I think that's all it is.
Yeah, you figure it out.
I have got to put a video up, so I got to find a moment. So Julian blurred the video for me early this morning. I just got it.
Mm-hmm.
We had the woman on the phone yesterday. Remember we spoke to Christine yesterday?
Yep.
And Christine in Holiday has video of a naked woman. I mean, a buck-ass naked woman in a Holiday in Pasco walking down the street naked and throwing trash cans at passing cars. and I just had to get the crotch and the boobs kind of pixelated or blurred. So Julian did that for me, and I need a second to like go ahead and post this video on my Instagram. But we will do that in just a bit. All right, on to the single women dating glitter trick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Michelle.
Yeah.
With just those tips, those clues, single dating woman glitter trick, is there anything that populates in your mind?
Well, they're going to use glitter to like track something, or like maybe put glitter on their body to see if, I don't know, to see if you wash it off. I don't know.
You know what? You're kind of barking up the right.
Yeah.
You're going down the right trail, but you're not quite there yet.
I mean, you'd have to know that you're going to see the person again to like know if the glitter transfers.
Hey, hold on. Haven't strippers been using this technology for like decades?
Well, hold on. What do you think the technology is?
I don't know. Looking like putting so much glitter on yourself, you look like a disco ball.
No. All right, no. You're going down the wrong trail.
Is that how it works in your bedroom, Pastor?
I met a performer named Mercedes who had 2 disco balls.
First of all,
dumped the glitter on him.
Glitter is one of the most evil things ever invented by man.
It's off.
Glitter is, I mean, seriously, glitter is worse than Ebola.
You hate glitter.
Oh, I hate glitter. Glitter. Do you remember somebody sent us a glitter bomb? And I was very careful opening up the package, and then it somewhat malfunctioned. Do you remember someone sent us a glitter bomb, I don't know, like a year and a half ago?
Yeah, was that the great ending of MJ Mystery merch?
Yeah, that might have put the kibosh on MJ Mystery merch where you send us crap.
I was waiting for that bit to go south.
All right, so glitter is worse than like a wet market bat virus.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. Or some kind of a leak from the Wuhan lab.
I'll take anything from Wuhan.
Over glitter.
Over glitter. And you know what the crazy thing is? Glitter is made the next town over.
You know what? Just pour vials of anything from the Wuhan lab into my mouth and shove it up my nostrils.
That's fine.
Instead of glitter.
No.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Absolutely. Glitter is the word. All right, so here's the deal. The single woman dating glitter trick is women who are single and dating are coating themselves with glitter, like putting glitter on their clothing or on their face or some glitter in their hair because they're calling it a married man repellent. That a guy that's out pretending that he's single, a guy that's trying to, have some side action, but really has a wife and kids at home, if the woman glitters themselves up, the guy doesn't want any part of it because he knows that he's going to be covered with glitter. And the number one trick that women look for are telltale signs that the wife has been messing around. The old stupid lipstick on the collar deal.
So if your husband comes home with all kinds of glitter on him, it didn't happen from Bert in finance.
So, but what's more realistic these days is that guy comes home and he's got some other woman's perfume on him, right? Honey, that's not my perfume. What perfume? And women, Michelle, how many times have you smelled some other woman's perfume on me?
Never. I can't smell anymore.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if she was
a vial from Wuhan was shoved up your nose. Was that?
Allergies are really bad. I'm sorry.
If she's getting that close to her husband in the first place, maybe he's not around looking for other women.
But also, you are scent averse, so I already know that if somebody's wearing a strong perfume, you're repelled.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting anywhere near that.
One time I had to walk through a mall with MJ.
Oh my God!
We passed like a perfume mania, and he starts freaking out. He's like, "Get let me walk on the other side. I don't want to pass this store. This store is the. I hate this place.
I had convulsions.
They should burn this. They should burn this whole mall down." I'm like, "Stop saying that."
And you know what? The kids like to make him walk past Yankee Candle.
Oh my God! So the candle company or bed? What was the Bath and Body Works?
Yeah,
or whatever?
everything's scented.
Oh my God! Bath and Body Works. Again, I would rather have.
Okay, would you rather be smothered in the odor or the glitter?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
Which one is
tough one?
Yeah.
Having to breathe near a Yankee Candle or Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
Or Perfumania.
Right.
Or get covered in glitter.
Yeah.
Well, that's a tough call.
At what point do these single women who are covering themselves in glitter to repel married men
Yeah.
realize that
All the single women, all the glitter women, all the single women, all the glitter women.
when do they realize that it's actually a repellent for the single guys?
Yeah.
They don't want to look like glitter balls either.
Right. I'm not sure the single guy wants to be smothered with glitter to go to work the next day. Because the reason is it's so hard to get off. I mean,
I saw something funny, that glitter is the herpes of the craft
oh
world.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Glitter is a craft herpes. Oh, man.
Once you have it, the gift that keeps on giving.
All right, so a video is circulating on social media, and it shows a woman by the name of Dahlia Grand, and she's wearing a black dress. And in the video, she's spraying some spray glitter on herself as she's getting ready for a date.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, there are, and I bet you we can go to phones. I think we've done this before, that there are single women that are meeting guys. They're going out on dates, whether it's swiping left or right, or whether it's, online dating, app dating, whatever. There are women that are going out with guys, and the guys are totally lying through their teeth, saying that they're not married, they're not in a relationship. Meanwhile, the guy has a wife and kids at home. That's happening in fact, I could probably go to phones as we wrap up this glitter story. I could probably ask people to call up right now. You know what? Let's try it. 800-990-1047. Ladies, for our women that are listening right now, have you gone out on a date? The guy represented that he was single, no strings attached, and then you found out later on the guy was married with kids. Maybe the wife's even pregnant at home with a third or whatever. So any women that was told the guy was single, so the guy lied. The guy represented that he was single, was not married, and then you found out after the fact that the guy was married. And that's what the glitter trick is supposed to do. 800-990-1047. Just a couple of phone calls here. 800-990-1047. So any women listening, and you were dating a guy, and then you found out he was married after he said that he was not.
Well, I'd be curious to know if anybody's used this trick and it's proved to be, worthwhile.
Again, that's another great question.
Right.
So also, if you want to call in, any women out there, have you used the glitter trick as well to keep married guys away so they wouldn't track the telltale glitter home? Hey, honey, yeah, I've got a late night meeting. Corporate's in town. And meanwhile, he's going out on a date. And the guy doesn't want to come home covered in glitter. So he'll avoid the woman. All right, phones are ringing. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. That's how you get on. Right now, 800-990-1047.
Have you seen this
video? Yeah, the video came up in my feed, yeah.
She sprays herself 20 times with this.
It's on her butt, on her chest. She's putting it on her shoulders.
Is that
it's a Victoria's Secret scent,
it
but it has the
glitter particles.
In it.
Yeah. Let's go to phones. Bring up my screener, would you please, Fester? Let me grab line 1 first, and we will say hello to Marilyn and West Chase. Marilyn, hi. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Fester.
Good morning, Marilyn.
Yeah, that's why me and my ex-husband of 25 years are divorced. He carried on a relationship with a female, and he told her that we were divorced, and I accidentally ran into her, and she's the one that recognized me.
Was he covered in glitter?
No, he wasn't. We owned our own semi, so he was an OTR, an over-the-road trucker, and he would bring her with him. And he told her we were divorced and everything. And then I was grocery shopping with the kids one day, and she saw a picture of me in his wallet or whatever. And she's the one that walked up to me and introduced herself and said that she was Rich's girlfriend, and that it was nice to meet me and this and that. And I'm like, who? And that's when we started talking, and she's the one that actually busted him out. And I'm like, honey, we're still married, but not for long.
Whoa.
Wow. Thank you, Marilyn. Sorry to hear that.
Hey, it's all good. I'm better off.
All right. Well, listen, hopefully you find happiness and peace in life.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm remarried. I'm good.
Yeah,
Well, still, hopefully you find peace and happiness in life.
She did. She's
Oh,
married.
yeah. Yes, I did. I'm happier without him.
She moved on from that jerk Rich and that lot lizard.
Thank you,
There you
Marilyn.
go.
Have a good one. Andrea in Lakewood Ranch. Hello, Andrea. MJ Morning Show. You're up.
Hi, yeah. So I'm in my 60s, and trust me, just because men get older doesn't mean they change, and it happens all the time. What happens is that they live up north, and then they have either mom or dad's home here in Florida that they've got to check on, or they come down here for business, and they're here for a couple of months out of the year, and they just want somebody to be with while they're here. And yeah, it happens very often. It happened one time, and you basically just have to look up their information. You have to kind of be a detective. And I found out that this one man was married, but he kept on blowing up my phone. And I was like, dude, if you keep it up, I'm going to contact your wife, which I did on Facebook Messenger. And yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Have you ever heard of the glitter trick?
No, I'm not going to. I'm a school teacher, and I hate glitter. Like, there's no way I want glitter near me. Like, no. It's not allowed in my classroom. And don't give me glitter cards. No, I hate glitter.
Yeah, glitter is evil. Look, even a teacher says glitter is evil. Thank you, Andrea. Appreciate it. Let me grab Holly in Tampa. Holly, tell me about any experience you might have had with the glitter trick.
Yeah, I just had it not that long ago. Met a guy, and he was all about, let's be completely transparent. Let's be completely honest with each other. Yeah, okay. I'm not looking for a long-term commitment or anything. I just want to let you know that we're gonna be really close, be friends. Then about 2 months in, he said, "Do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to, be monogamous?" Okay. He had a daughter. He said he was still close friends with his baby mama. Okay, that's great. I'm really happy for you. You have the daughter, half the week. That's great. We start going out, seeing each other a couple times a week. About a month in, I get a message. This is his fiance. Just wanted to let you know that we're still together and engaged to be married. And, I'm still with him. We're still together. And you need to get tested because he's cheating with other women, too. And, oh, really?
God.
Really? That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for getting in touch with me. Really appreciate that.
So is that sarcastic? Because I think the woman might have done you a solid by reaching out to you.
She did. And
Okay.
I approached him, and I let him have it. Let him have it.
Sounds like you let him have it before.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're just pieces of work. They're just pieces of work.
Well, Holly, thank you for your candidness and telling your story to hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
All right. Holly, thank you, and please check in with us again.
Obviously, Holly, you're no longer together with this guy, right?
Duh.
I don't know.
Obviously, and healthy. Thank you.
Did they ever get married?
And healthy.
Did they get married?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Probably, I hope not. Let's put it that way.
And Holly,
I hope she's smart enough.
what is your current status, Holly? Have you found love?
No. I'm a eunuch right now. Thank you.
Well, a eunuch is a person without a penis. Well, I guess that would be you.
Yeah,
I guess.
she's a eunuch. I mean,
Yeah, and I'm abstaining.
All right. Thank Holly. How old are you?
59.
Gotcha. Thank you, Holly.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Wow. Danielle in Lakewood. Very active down in Lakewood today. Hi, Danielle. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning. Yes, I was married for about 15 years, and actually my son found out that his dad was cheating, and it was by accident. He left a little trail on the computer, and he went to play a game. And good morning.
no, shut your radio off.
Yeah, hold
You're talking to your phone. You're talking to us.
Turn your radio all the way down.
There you go.
All right. Thank you.
That's all the way down.
Good morning.
She started over again.
Hey, Danielle.
Yes.
Good morning.
All right, so
And he found out, and then I found one of his phones, and it had hundreds of women on there.
Ugh.
And I actually had the nerve to call every single one of them, and majority of them did not know, and they had no clue that I was married to him, and we had a kid, and all the above. And then I finally divorced him after 15 years, and he got remarried 6 months later.
And I tell you, I mean, this is just an ask for phone calls, and there's a lot of people that are having issues. And Danielle, you ever hear of the glitter trick?
I have tried a little bit of the glitter trick. Doesn't fully work.
Oh, so hold on a minute. You were aware of the glitter trick?
I used to wear like little lip glosses that have a little glitter in it.
Oh, look at that.
Little shimmer on my face, and they had little body sprays or the lotions. Yeah.
Gotcha loud and
All
clear.
right.
Thank you, Danielle. All right, one more on this, and then I got to move on to there's a food item that is a complete turnoff to me. And I don't know, Michelle sent this to me in email. Michelle, I don't even think you know where I'm going with this. I don't know if you know, but hang on a minute. I'll explain in a minute. Michelle is in Trinity. Michelle, hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, guys. So back in 2001, I started dating a guy, and we had been dating for 8 or 9 months. Originally, we were long distance. I was in Jacksonville, and he was down here in Pasco County. And I ended up getting a job down here, moved. So we were dating. Everything was going great. We took trips together sometimes. Everything seemed great. After 9 or 10 months, I got pregnant and didn't suspect anything. Things kept going on. I sent a card to him at work, just for the heck of it one day. And within a few days after that, I got a call from a woman explaining to me that she was married to him. They worked together, and she worked at the front office and received the card. So we started talking, and I explained to her that, we had been seeing each other for almost 10 months at that point, and that I was pregnant. And she very promptly divorced him. They had 2 kids as well. And that was the end of that for me and for her.
Wow,
man.
I mean, the number, Andrew's like turning calls away now. All right, Michelle, thank you. And I appreciate your.
Did you give birth, Michelle?
What was that?
Did you have his baby?
I actually ended up losing him in the 3rd trimester.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, thanks, Fester, bringing it down. All right, Michelle.
It's a reasonable question.
Michelle,
I don't know how it was gonna go.
No, don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, I mean, the
okay.
kid could have been valedictorian of his class. I didn't know how it was going to go.
Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Michelle.
All right, hold on. One guy. There's one guy. Andrew wants us to wrap this up with one guy call. And, of course, it's Vito.
Okay.
Vito phoning in from Parrish. Hello, Vito. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning, MJ.
Hey, what's up, Vito?
Not much. About 15 years ago, I worked at a strip club in South Florida.
Yeah.
And at one point, the manager had to tell all the girls to no longer be using body glitter because we had so many guys getting caught when they went home, and girls had rubbed body glitter all over them.
Yeah, look at that. So maybe that's where the glitter trick originated. Was
Probably he banned body glitter.
Yeah, inadvertent body glitter transferred to the guy that has to explain why he's got glitter when he goes home to his wife and kids.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, strippers were the forefathers or foremothers of the glitter revolution.
And, Vito, so you used to work in the strip club business. What do you do now?
Now I'm a foreman for a roofing company.
Okay, I thought maybe you were a collector. All right, thank you, Vito.
No, all right, you have a good day.
All right, you too.
So I'm just curious if it works in the opposite way as well. Like, should I go ahead and buy this Victoria's Secret, shimmer and, spray it on myself, or just spray it on you? Like you don't even know it. You're just walking down the hall and I'll be like, psh, psh. And then that way when you go out, girls will be like, oh, he's got glitter already on him. He's,
Oh, he's already been rolling around,
messing around.
I don't know. I mean, he's so unattractive. You don't need.
Festa, would you shut
women
up?
say ooh to you. Well, women say ooh to me also.
No, they do not.
Earlier we were talking about numbers, right? What did I say I was? I said I was a what?
A 2.
A 2. I'm a 2. I know.
I'm higher than a 2.
Yeah, you're a 3. Okay, great.
All right,
You're a rich four, if you want to know.
7:57 at the MJ Morning Show. Michelle, you sent me a story.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
And I this name, any particular item that is classified as this food, it turns me off. It is like a repellent. What food item, and it could be many different varieties, but it has a...
I know what it is.
What is it? What is the word?
Casserole.
Yes, it is. I hate the term casserole.
Why?
Because it's just you know what? It's like the regular food version of a dump cake.
You're crazy, man.
I don't like casseroles. You know what? Casseroles come across as like the laziest. Like you make that. What is that broccoli chicken?
Oh, yeah. Yum.
Oh, my God. It's the worst thing in the world.
It has broccoli and chicken in it. Probably has a little cheese in it.
Yes.
Well, thank God you haven't made that in a while.
Julian's coming home. I'll make it for him.
It's the worst thing in the world. What's with you?
I know. What's wrong with him?
Who doesn't like a nice big scoop of comfort food casserole?
I have an aversion. And just the word casserole evokes a visceral, angry reaction.
Again, on the spectrum. Like, who has that kind of reaction to a word?
Oh, you know what you are, MJ?
What?
You're a casserole. That's what you are.
I'm a casshole.
You're a casserole.
Like tuna. I can't think of anything more repugnant than a tuna casserole.
When have you ever had a tuna casserole?
Never.
Yeah, I've had. Trust me,
Nope.
I've had friends' houses.
Nope.
You know,
what friend do you have that's invited you over? Oh, we're having tuna tonight,
listen,
Todd.
let me tell you where this probably
Egg
originates.
Noodles, tuna, some peas, some cream, and
let me tell you where this originates.
Where?
I believe that my hatred for casseroles originates from Stephen Manicker's house.
Did his mother make you a tuna casserole?
It was a tuna casserole. This is like mid-70s. And maybe I was 8 years old, 9 years old, early 70s. And I remember I had dinner at Stephen Manicker's house, a couple of houses over in Nanuet, New York.
What's your problem?
And his mom made a tuna casserole, and it smelled like freaking gnarled out cat food. It was awful.
Okay,
and the consistency. Maybe that's where my hatred for casseroles comes from.
That was the tuna that smelled, not the casserole itself. Because you can make a chicken casserole, you can make a turkey casserole, you can make a beef casserole.
I have 4 questions for you.
Go ahead.
1, do you like chicken?
I love chicken. I made chicken thighs last night for Chloe and me.
Thank you.
With a side of incredible Niigata grown koshiyakari Japanese sticky rice in the zojirushi.
Oh, okay.
There's another one.
There's a second question. Do you like rice?
I love rice.
Do you like broccoli?
I love broccoli.
You like cheese?
It's the slathered up glops.
You're going to love it together.
I hate casseroles. If you want to make me get nauseous, then talk about casseroles.
You like those 4 items, and as my grandfather used to say, it's all going down in the same place anyway. So just mix it all up and eat it.
Oh, so let me eat some anchovies, some Caesar dressing, pasta. I'll put a couple scoops of ice cream and chocolate mudslide cake on top, and just eat it all at the same time because it's all going to the same place.
And that's, again, completely off the charts.
MJ, I found a recipe online for a chicken broccoli rice casserole with 5 stars with 261
Let me ask you, why do restaurants not have casseroles on their menu?
Because that's something.
Think about that.
That's something you bake at home.
Why is no restaurant I've ever been to has something called a casserole? Because it's a lazy ass.
It's a weeknight meal dish.
It's not that lazy, by the way, because you do have to cook some of the components before you put them in and assemble it.
You throw it all in a Pyrex and put it in the oven at 425 for 30 minutes. That's your casserole. And sprinkle some breadcrumbs on top.
And doesn't Cracker Barrel have sweet potato casserole?
I have no idea.
I think you have a broccoli casserole too.
Listen, so what is this thing? You sent me something called the funeral casserole?
Well, again, so I like casseroles, but who wants to eat a funeral casserole? Like, why are they calling it
Okay,
this?
I'll tell you why.
I mean, I get it,
I'll
but
tell you why. Because it's a good casserole.
Hold on. Do you know what a funeral casserole
Yes, I know.
is? How the hell do you know what a funeral
Because
casserole
I'm
is?
400 pounds. I know what every casserole is. That's how I know.
Even the name sounds stupid. Casserole.
So they have funeral casserole. They also have funeral potatoes.
That's what. Hold on, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what the funeral casserole. And how do you know this? This is in the story that Michelle sent me.
If you ever go to a potluck,
Michelle sent me a link to Southern Living, and the headline is "There's nothing sad about funeral casserole." Our most popular 13x9 recipe of all time. Is 13x9 like the Pyrex, the casserole dish?
It's the size of the dish. So you go a lot of funerals where after the service, they go back to a house or so, and they have a little whatever they have, right? And a lot of times it's a potluck where everybody brings a dish or a covered dish, right?
Ugh.
I'm not a fan of potlucks.
You know what? And you've just brought up another
I know.
retching feeling, because like when they do like the potluck dinners or like at the radio station where everyone brings in a dish, yeah, people bring in casseroles, and I just imagine them like naked with unwashed hands, and they're scratching themselves, and then they're making a casserole, and they've got like their cats are on the counter walking around the food and everything, and then they bring it into the office for the big, office surprise casserole party.
The office Thanksgiving party.
Yeah.
Oh,
The potluck lunch.
why are you only applying your repulsive visions to the casserole? Shouldn't it apply to the chips and dip or the sandwiches that someone made?
No, potlucks is a totally different. It doesn't matter what you bring to the potluck. I'm not eating it. But the casserole specifically, MJ, because a lot of funerals is maybe in this, I don't know, Southern tradition or a lot of all around the country, you bring a covered dish to the family for the party or for the memorial.
Yeah, the funeral party.
Yeah, well,
kind of is a party.
So, because this is the best potato casserole dish worthy of bringing to you don't bring it to the funeral and scoop it on Uncle Bert who's in the casket.
I'm moving on. But listen, I hate the word casserole. I hate casseroles. And the funeral casserole, the funeral potato. Michelle, don't make any of these things.
I'm making it.
Will you stop?
Making it.
Michelle, if I send you a link to this story here that has
Send it.
thousands of 5-star reviews.
Send it.
Thousands. It's funeral casserole.
And apparently another Michelle wants to talk to my Michelle.
This is the third Michelle today.
Yeah, let's say hi to Michelle in St. Pete. Michelle, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Michelle, please make him one of the 1950 Jell-O molds with the casserole in it.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. That's another repulsive thing. Jell-O molds with crap inside of it.
So those are like salads.
Please, Michelle, make one for him.
All right. I'm on it.
Michelle, like the whole Midwest calls like gelatinous dishes like salads.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Hang
off to
on.
the side.
Gene in Riverview. Gene, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Well, it was better before I brought up casseroles, but I had to do it. Go ahead.
You hate them now?
Oh, I've always hated them.
Yeah, just think every meal you eat now ends up a casserole in your stomach.
That's right. He's right.
Oh,
Gene, you're right.
Thank you, Gene.
I love it.
Thank you, Gene.
Thank you, Gene.
Guess what? I'm
bye-bye.
going on a hunger strike.
What a casshole.
All right, 8:05 at the MJ Morning Show. I posted the video, so I had to find some time to post the video and put a caption on it. So yesterday, if you heard Christine from Pasco call in, and Christine sent me video of a naked woman on a street in Holiday in Pasco County. The woman is completely naked, walking down the street, throwing trash cans at passing cars. I've just posted the video. Naked woman in Holiday, Florida, throwing trash cans at passing cars. So the video has been posted. And look at this. And I had Julian pixelate her butt, her bush, you could see everything. I'm sorry to say.
You just say.
All right.
Her lower
private. I'm sorry.
From the waist down, thighs up, she's kind of blurred out.
So Julian had to do a blurry pixelation because the lady's naked. And I'm sure that if I put it up unblurred, I'm sure Instagram would have flagged me and banned me and
So I am not familiar with this part of Holiday. I admittedly don't get up there too often.
Yeah, she said what road it was yesterday.
She said Darlington.
Darlington Road?
And
Darlington Road in Holiday.
Several people reached out that there's a very, very diverse collection of citizenry on Darlington Road.
Yeah, naked women throwing trash cans at passing cars.
Yeah, a couple of people said it's a heck of a street.
If you would like to see the video, it is on my Instagram right now. It just posted a few minutes ago. Certified MJ Radio. If you would like to be entertained with a naked woman throwing trash cans at passing cars on, was it Darlington Road in Holiday?
Yeah.
It's on my Instagram right now. Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio.
I'll tell you right now, if you think you're going to go there to see something remotely sexy and naked,
it is not sexy.
You're not.
No.
That's not what this is.
No. Yeah. This is not a sexy video. Let's be very, very clear about that. All right, 8:07 at the MJ Morning Show. This is Q105, 104.7 FM. Thank you for listening. Of course, we're in the middle of an hour and 20 minutes plus of non-stop MJ. We do it every morning around 7:25, and you're enjoying that right now. There's an item I did mention yesterday that I didn't get to, so I apologize. I try to squeeze everything in, but I don't always get to it. I mentioned an elderly dumping story, and these are terrible. These stories are just awful. An elderly Florida couple, so from our state, the Sunshine State, was dumped at a Texas motel with like no money, nothing. I mean, what family member does this? Remember, maybe 20 years ago, 15, 18 years ago, that's when we first heard about like granny dumping. And somebody like a horrific son or daughter would like drive their elderly parent, and sometimes they have like dementia, and they would drive them to another state and just leave them, and they don't know who they are, where they live. They don't have any information, any ID. And that's where the term granny dumping came from. And the latest is an elderly couple from Florida was dropped off at a motel in Texas because family members decided, nope, can't stay with them. Yeah, Chandler, Texas Police Department got a call that an elderly couple was lost and wandering around this hotel. Officers quickly discovered the couple appeared to be suffering from cognitive deficiencies, clearly seemed lost. Although the couple had a room reserved for 2 nights, the couple had no luggage, food, money, or any medication with them. And the police in Texas determined that due to their age, the couple was unable to provide for themselves. And the couple was identified as Pastor William McCann and his wife, Mary McCann, from Fort Myers. Mm-hmm. Due to an unknown reason, the family members decided the couple could not stay with them, which resulted in the couple being placed and abandoned at the hotel without supervision and needed personal items. What the hell?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty awful.
Oh, my God. This is horrific abuse. It was discovered that the son and daughter-in-law decided to pay for 2 nights at the Best Western. Call 1-800-528-1234. Best Western.
Oh, yeah. Is this the Best Western in Texas? Yeah. 2 nights. Yeah. 2 nights. 2 people.
Oh, my God. I mean, throw the book at them, dumping an elderly family member. That's a horror show.
How they trace them back to Fort Myers.
That's, cops were able to trace it. I don't want to get too much more into the nitty-gritty of the story. My main thing is don't even think about dumping an elderly relative. Don't even think about granny or grandpa dumping. There's there ought to be an enhanced charge for that. Well, a lot of states have enhanced charges for like elderly abuse or,
right.
Taking advantage of somebody over the age of 65 or, whatever. You know what's getting out of control?
Elderly dumping.
No, kid birthday parties.
Oh.
Kid birthday parties out of control. I've got an audio bite that I want to play for you. And this is a mother that I guess has just had enough. And up to here with kids' birthday parties. And, this woman, And again, this is a video on social media. Brittany Robinson says that birthday parties are getting out of control and actually records a video detailing about her daughter getting an invite to the party. So what is this woman totally bent out of shape regarding? All right, here we go. Let me play this for you. So this is Brittany Robinson talking about the birthday party that her daughter was invited to.
So I don't know about you guys, but birthday parties now are really getting out of control. My daughter was sent a birthday party invitation and we RSVP'd. And then like 3 days before the party, the mother sends out like a text to all of us parents who RSVP'd.
Right. It's the birthday party rules. So just before the birthday party, a text goes out, the rules of the birthday party.
And was like, we have like a strict rhetoric that we'd like you parents to follow when picking out gifts. And it was like...
So now they're telling you what gifts are appropriate.
No colors. It can't have a color. Okay? It can't make noise.
Wait a minute. So you're supposed to give a gift with no color? The gift cannot make any noise?
Dude, I agree with that one. Any Christmas present my kid got with a siren disappeared.
Oh, you know what I remember.
Yeah, my kid loves trucks and garbage trucks and fire trucks and all that crap. And he played with it for 1 day, and they all disappeared.
So as soon as the kid falls asleep, the toy disappears. And Daddy, what happened to my truck? I don't know.
Where'd you leave it? Where'd you leave it, pal? You got to keep better track of your stuff.
Guess what? When's your kid's your son's birthday?
I don't know. Sometime coming up.
Dude, what is your son's birthday?
The boy.
Do you not know when your son's birthday is?
No, the one's October. My daughter's October.
Yes.
He is before October. So it's after school. It's September.
What?
It's after
Kid,
Labor Day.
You're messing with me.
I don't know.
I'm getting your kid a drum set.
Good. He'll play with it and enjoy the hell out of it for a day.
Then it's going to disappear while he's sleeping.
I'm going to say, we're going to keep this at Uncle MJ's house.
When we were going to BJ's kids' party, we just moved here, and they invited us to a birthday party at, I think it was like a Chuck E. Cheese or something like that up in North Tampa.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know what to get a kid. We hadn't had kids yet, right? And we stopped at, I think, the Kmart. And you're like, we'll just run into Kmart and, pick out something. I'm like, okay. And it's a boy. I didn't know. And you're like, yeah, let's get the loudest, most like obnoxious toy. And you literally tried every toy on the shelf. Yeah. And that is what we got.
Remember the old Kmart at Tampa Bay Boulevard? And was it Tampa Bay and Dale Mabry?
Like Boy Scout?
No.
Tampa Bay is where the
yes, Boy Scout is
Columbus.
Maybe Columbus. Yeah, Columbus, not Tampa Bay. Columbus Boy Scout.
Yeah.
So Columbus. Remember the Kmart used to be back. That's where
it's a furniture store now.
I was trying to find the most obnoxious, noisiest toy to give BJ's kid.
You found it.
It was a fire engine. Yeah, just like you're saying.
Then they got buttons on them and.
Yep.
Right, let me go back to the woman that's all peeved about all the instructions.
Right.
All right, listen to this.
I agree.
And it has to be waste-free.
All right, so no color, no noise, waste-free.
Free. Okay. So I Googled like waste-free gifts, and that means nothing that comes in packaging that is...
Well, what, do you give the kid a head of lettuce?
Have you ever tried to... you have kids, but taking toys out of the original packaging is... the bane of my existence.
Well, the worst things are those like the blister packs, the bubbly plastic stuff that you need like a razor blade to open up.
But even like a fire truck that's like on a double-sided box where you can touch the toy, but it's got zip ties.
All those zip ties and wire ties. It's like, sometimes you try to unpack a toy and there are 35 wire ties. You think you got them and then there are like 3 or 4 more hidden ones.
What do they call that little like a screwdriver that like for like dwarfs would use, like the little midget screwdriver?
What are you talking
that screwdriver
about?
That like we use
like eyeglass?
Yeah, eyeglass screwdrivers. Right? Yeah. I call a midget screwdriver in my house. We have one midget, but my son got a truck that I had to undo screws.
Yep.
Not with my normal screwdriver, with with the midget screwdriver. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is this? And it was like a big centimeter screw.
Let me go back to Brittany.
Plastic. Oh, and no plastic toys either.
No plastic what the hell are you supposed? No color? What are you supposed to give the kid, like a wooden car?
Yes.
Made by some guy at a craft fair?
Yes.
You get him a dish rag.
All right, here we go.
So nothing that has like plastic that'll be thrown out, like packaging.
Yeah.
And then it can't be colorful, it can't be plastic, and it can't make any noise. And she's like, if you can't abide by these stipulations or whatever words you used, she's like, just give, I'll make up a name, Carly, a handmade card. Don't buy a card because that will produce waste.
Oh my God. Do you think we have any listeners that have kids that they're getting a list of demands from the party host? You know, I'll give it a shot. As you listen to this woman saying that she's getting the most ridiculous demands on this must be done if your kid's going to attend my kid's party, do we have any listeners, any moms or dads out there that you've had your kids invited to a party and that there is like this ridiculous list of things that you must do in order to attend? Anyone listening? Anything similar to this? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Anybody get this business just like Brittany?
And I'm like, okay, well, this is like getting extreme.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys ever experienced this? I need to know, because at that point I was like, we don't even want to go to this party.
Oh my God.
We don't want to go.
Does she talk like this all the time? Because I don't want her at my party. Hey, I mean, she's like the law of demand, because I'm looking at her and she's a beautiful woman, but then
she's
she
very
keeps
attractive.
talking, and I'm like, you are getting uglier and uglier.
So
in front of
basically,
me.
just sit there and look good. Don't talk.
Give my kid a check.
Michelle, what was that? What was that line that I laughed at last night about talking? Oh, I like you better when you don't talk.
Yeah.
What was that from?
That was yesterday. We were watching Law and Order.
Oh, there was we're watching an old Law and Order episode from like 2006. And one of the perps said to the female police officer, I like you better when you don't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, that's terrible. All right, look at the phones. Any kids' birthday horror stories? Or every line is ringing. Every single line.
God.
All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047 gets you on the MJ Morning Show. Lauren in Seminole. Hi, Lauren. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
I hate kids' birthday parties.
Yes.
I hate them. I get where the mom's coming from, because once you've had this party, your kid has just a ton of crap. Just a ton of crap. And then you have to tote it all back to the house, because I'm not having that many people at my house for a birthday party. And then we have to unpack it all. I totally understand it. Now, I would never actually ask for that, but secretly, low-key, as a mom who's taking my kid to other parties, I try to be polite and not get the most annoying toy out there.
Yeah, but that's not every parent. I mean, we had a birthday party for my daughter several years ago, and she invited 30 friends. She got 20-some-odd.
Oh, my God, that's a ridiculous number of kids. Where were you holding this? At a dance hall? Where were you holding 30 kids?
Yeah.
And that's why they're not coming to my house.
But it was her whole class.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who invites the whole class?
Because
we did.
Here's the thing, MJ.
We did?
We invited the whole class.
So the school has a policy.
Yeah.
You have to invite
You
them
gotta
all.
invite. You can't like ostracize the kid with the lisp or the limp or the fat kid. You gotta invite everybody. If you're gonna invite the school and you're gonna give it out at school, you gotta invite everybody.
Fester,
That was the school
were you
policy.
not invited to some birthday parties as a kid out in Roslyn or wherever you grew up?
Okay, out in Lindenhurst.
Lindenhurst,
I was born in Rockville Center.
Right.
No, after I polished off the first cake, like, hey, let's not invite the fat kid anymore. But these days you have to invite everybody. So we invite everybody, and then I'm like, don't worry, honey. 2/3 aren't going to come. Everybody came.
All right. Lauren, thanks for the call. Josh in Wesley Chapel. Josh, MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
We were at a party a couple of years ago for one of my daughter's classmates, and one of the dads shows up and starts basically ripping the mom of the birthday girl a new one because there weren't any gluten-free options for his daughter, and that they had a dog and they didn't get rid of the dog for the birthday party.
Oh, was the daughter also allergic to dogs as well as needing gluten-free food?
And he just started going off.
You don't have a gluten-free birthday cake? What's the matter with you?
Pretty much.
Oh,
That's pretty much how it went.
Out you go. Get the hell out of my house.
So, Josh, does your wife send you to kids' birthday parties like Michelle used to send me to all the kids' birthday parties?
No, I'm pretty good at making up excuses not to go.
God, Michelle roped me in. I took the kids to 99% of the birthday parties. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Josh. You too. Holly is next on the MJ Morning Show in Webster. Hey, Holly, go ahead.
Good morning. I'm a first-time caller, and I love y'all show so much. Every day you guys make me laugh, and it's wonderful. Now, this lady with her really strict-ass rules, I've never even heard of anything like that. Does she want these kids to bring in old-fashioned toys?
Yeah, like a wooden carved toy or something?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
From the olden days. Like, no, these kids, no. Technology has changed so much. She is ridiculous. I have 3 boys, one 14, one 10, and one 8. And all of these kids want are like electronic toys or freaking video games now. So this lady is out of her freaking mind.
You got to go to like an Amish roadside stand and buy some like wooden carved toy.
Yes.
And listen, a lot of those can be very, very nice. Thanks for the call.
Yeah.
One more regular on the show, Keenal on the MJ Morning Show. Final call on this, and Carol Wood, go ahead.
Hey, MJ. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Buster.
Hey.
So one of the main reasons why I started doing a $5 and a $10 party was of the demands that this mom made. I completely understand where she came from, but the way she went about doing it probably wasn't the best way. So I started doing those parties because I'm like, you end up with so many gifts that you don't know what to do with. And it was also to teach my kids that, listen, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So I get where she's coming from, but she probably didn't have the best tactic on relaying the message out to the people coming.
No, you're absolutely right. When we had the birthday for my daughter, she walked home with like twice the Christmas presents, you know? Like 30 presents, and it was amazing. Like, what do we do with this crap?
Hey, thanks again for calling in. Have a good one. All right, so demands for kids' birthday parties. Guess who's just added an egg surcharge as well?
All right, so who had it last time? Not Waffle House?
Waffle House,
Waffle House. Okay, Waffle House.
So Waffle House, they broke ground on this. Waffle House added this is in the last, 3 weeks or so? Huge national news, every single cable news channel, all the national news shows, all were like jumping on the Today Show, Good Morning America, CBS, everyone. This is like a huge item. The Waffle House adding a 50-cent surcharge per egg because of the increased egg prices and the big shortage nationwide. So following in the footsteps of the Waffle House is...
It's got to be a big national type chain.
You don't know who it is, do you?
No, it's not. I bet it's not Cracker Barrel.
It is not Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel, like on social media, kind of went after Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel mocked Waffle House. We're not adding a surcharge to our eggs.
I went to McDonald's over the weekend, and they did not charge extra for eggs.
Come on.
All right.
In the vein of a Waffle House, come on.
Huddle Hut?
Huddle what?
The Huddle House?
No.
Huddle House? That's like, I don't know.
Dude, come on.
Perkins?
No. You're getting warmer.
Okay, Denny's?
Yes.
Okay.
Denny's has announced that they're adding a temporary surcharge to their egg orders as well.
So how much is a Grand Slam right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at the statement to ABC News. The company explained that the surcharge is necessary due to the nationwide egg shortage and rising costs. Some of our restaurant locations will need to temporarily add a surcharge to every meal that includes eggs. This pricing decision is market by market and restaurant by restaurant due to the regional impacts of the egg shortage. The company also stressed its commitment to keeping meals affordable despite fluctuating costs. Denny's remains committed to providing our guests with delicious meals they love at the value they expect. We do our best to plan ahead with our vendors on items like eggs to minimize the impact market volatility has on our costs and menu pricing. To help customers manage costs, Denny's noted that it would continue offering value options, including its $2, $4, $6, and $8 menu while monitoring market conditions. Now, I don't see the surcharge because
How much is it? Yeah.
Waffle House said, hey, 50-cent surcharge. And if you go to a Waffle House, their, rectangular, big laminated menu, they've got like a little sticker they're putting on the menu on the lamination that talks about the 50-cent egg charge due to the egg shortage and the increased prices. But Denny's is not saying how much the egg surcharge is at certain restaurants and certain locations.
What do you say after the show? You and I go down to Denny's and I'll get me a Santa Fe skillet.
So let's see if they. The Santa Fe skillet.
Ooh, so you get the Mile High Denver omelet.
I think they put 2 sunny side eggs right, on top of that Santa Fe skillet.
Michelle can get the Moons over Miami sandwich or omelet, whichever you prefer.
Moons over Miami.
And maybe they'll wash it down with an ultimate omelet. The Grand Slam
Grand
burrito.
Slam burrito.
I love it. I love Denny's.
Anyway. Hey, Alec Baldwin, why is he so easy? Did you see this?
No, I haven't seen
it. Oh, you don't know about that?
No.
Michelle's giggling because I'm watching this video last night and Michelle's like, oh, what? So Alec Baldwin lets a Trump impersonator goad him on the street in front of his apartment building. Alec Baldwin lives like 5th Avenue and like 11th or 10th Street.
Mm-hmm.
He lives on the east side of 5th Avenue in Manhattan because I used to run into him in Manhattan. And, there's the famous picture of me taking the picture of Alec, and then he yells at me. Alec Baldwin yelled at me. And then I tried to say, hey, Alec, I'm a radio guy. I'm on WOR in New York, and I just took a picture. Thought I'd share it with the audience, and he blocked me.
Yep.
That was Alec Baldwin blocked me on Twitter.
He didn't care.
Yeah, he just blocked me. So Alec Baldwin loses it on a street performer comedian.
Was he ambushed?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you say like Alec Baldwin led him. No, he was ambushed.
Look, dude, the Trump impersonator, and it's an awful getup. The Trump impersonator has an awful costume. He's wearing a blue suit, red tie. He's got this moppy-looking comb-over blonde wig on. And I guess the guy's name is
either Jason Scoop or Jason Scoop.
You know what? I think it's Jason. I think his name is Jason Scoop. And he's some kind of comedian. But Alec Baldwin walks right into it. Alec hands this comedian who's trying to provoke Alec Baldwin. I've got the audio. The dude's got a camera crew, like multiple cameras going. And Alec Baldwin's a moron. Because instead of just ignoring this and just unloading the luggage and going into the apartment building, Alec Baldwin has to get like violent with the guy and start making verbal threats. Here, listen.
Alec, it's your favorite president. Look, Alec, I will offer you a total pardon because I want to be friends, right? I want to be friends. I will give you a total pardon for murdering that woman. If you kiss the ring, Alec. Kiss the big, beautiful ring. Come on, Alec.
So Alec is getting out of, what is that, like a Chevy Suburban or something? There's a black Suburban.
Looks like car service from the airport or something?
Yeah, so Alec has some luggage. You can see the luggage tag. Oh, he's that's a priority. It might be a Delta priority tag because I see the tag on the luggage. So he's getting out of the vehicle, out of the big SUV, obviously coming from the airport with luggage. And this guy ambushes, just waiting. Did this comedian know Alec's travel schedule? Or was this dude just waiting for days?
Yeah, he's been there for 4 days. He's been there since Saturday. He's waiting. He's waiting.
Waiting for Alec Baldwin. And then Alec walks right into this awful Trump impersonator's trap.
Come on, look at Alec Baldwin, right? He did that impersonation of me. It was not too hot, not too good. But look.
Oh, talking about Alec's impersonation of Trump on SNL.
Yeah, right?
All right, here we go.
Back in office, you lost. Kamala lost. She's somewhere getting intoxicated. Look at that suitcase. Unbelievable. Well, Alec, if you don't want that pardon for murdering that woman in cold blood, you can call it first degree, you can call it whatever you want, but it was not good. She's looking down on me right now, smiling, happy. Thank you for confronting the man who took me out, who killed me.
Talking about Helene Hutchins, the director of photography, who, Alec pulled the trigger on the prop gun, and, she was,
When does Alec yell back at him?
Well, here he gets coming up.
And that's okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
No, you realize, by
Whoa.
the way. No, look at me. I want you to look at me.
Sure.
You got a camera on me here?
The ring. No, it's the ring.
But you realize my kids live in this building, right? But I want you to know something.
We love the children. We're doing great deals for the children.
Be real careful.
Okay.
If this camera was here, I'd snap your neck in half and break your neck right there. So you know that, don't you?
Okay. All right, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin, ladies and gentlemen, class act. Believe me. Believe me.
All right. Okay, hold on.
Oh, he's yelling at me. I'm a citizen of this. I was born and raised in New York City. I love you, Alec. Alec, look, Alec, you don't want to attack your favorite president, Alec. Look.
He said, "I'll take the camera and shove it up your."
Okay. So, on no level is this funny.
Why is Alec Baldwin getting goaded? You just let the guy do his shtick on the street, but Alec gave this video would have gone
nowhere.
Well, it would have gotten a little bit because he is doing the shtick in front of Alec while he's unloading the luggage out of the car service. But
Alec walking from the car to his house is a lot less
saying
interesting.
that if I would snap your effing neck, and I want to shove the camera. If Alec just kept his mouth shut, unloaded the luggage, went into the building, the guy would have only 8% of this story, instead of 100% of this story.
I love you. I love you, Alec. He's got more balls than De Niro, that I can tell you. De Niro ran away. Alec confronted. That's good. He's strong, but also he's weak because he murdered a woman. So that's okay, right? Look at this guy.
I will say the impression is getting better. The more he talks, I can kind of place it.
All right, listen.
If this camera was here, I'd snap your neck in half and break your neck right there. So you know that, don't you?
You're Alec, you walked into it. You walk away. You gave him exactly. He goaded you into this. You gave him the viral video response that he wanted.
If this camera was here, I'd snap your neck in half and break your neck right there. So you know that, don't you?
This guy, Jason Scoop, he knew exactly what he was doing, though.
Oh, thank you thank you for the hot tip on that.
We're just talking.
Of course he was.
Okay, but we're just we are conversing back and forth here, right?
No, but you're saying the obvious. Of course he knew what he was doing. The only reason why he was there was to provoke Alec.
But he was there to provoke Alec about the arguably worst thing that he's ever done in his whole life.
Alec walked into the trap.
Alec, look, Alec.
I'll take the camera and shove it up your...
Alec, look, Alec.
It's not like he's saying, Alec, let's talk about your terrible reality show. Oh, my God, Melania fell asleep while watching.
And your wife's fake Spanish accent.
All that's fair game. But then now he's talking about the shooting? The shooting on Russ. I mean, wasn't a killing. What was it? What's the right word?
Dude, what are you new? Yeah, the guy's talking about
I'm saying.
Alex shooting the director of photography on the Russ set. Yes,
solely to get a reaction out of Alec.
Duh. Alex shouldn't have done a thing. Alex should just ignore the guy. Don't even look at the camera. Just to pretend the guy's not even there. And it is immediately 96% less funny.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If this camera was here, I'd snap your neck in half and break your neck right there. So you know that, don't you?
Shove the camera up. So
yeah, it's really horrible. I mean, you corner a guy. Okay, fine. And I'm listening. You ambush him. You have fun with him, but he's not out there to have fun with him. He's out there to hurt him. He's threatening Alec right now. Alec, let's talk about the time you killed a woman. He is being threatening toward him. That's not comedy. That's not a joke. Alex should have broke his freaking neck. Alex should have turned him into a quadriplegic right there in the street of New York.
What, to prevent you from being exposed to his horrible Trump impression?
Well, I'll tell you
really was bad.
that, Alex seemed to insinuate that if a camera was not rolling, that Alec would have attacked the guy.
I would attack.
But saw that a camera was recording the whole thing.
I would break so many more people's necks if cameras weren't rolling.
What?
I mean, that's the way it goes.
It's 8:36 at the MJ Morning Show on a Tuesday. And you know what? I feel like giving away a prize right now. So I brought in the box of Hokas that we talked about yesterday.
Oh, you're not going to try them again? You're not going to...
Yeah, I want to see you walk with like this...
Michelle, tell the Hoka story one more time. Give me a 30-second recap of the Hoka discussion from yesterday's show.
Somebody convinced you to buy the Hokas to walk around in. You started walking in them. You looked a little funny. You developed a funny walking gait. It totally shifted how you walked. And you looked like you needed assistance. And so myself and the kids included said, you got to stop wearing them.
So the whole family said I had to lose the Hokas because the Hokas changed my entire gait, my entire walking style. And they said I looked goofy walking in the Hokas.
You did. None of us wanted to walk with you.
So the family, exactly. They would walk behind me or ahead of me, like in New York, and someone had said, because in New York you do so much walking. Who was it? Was it Mark that put me onto the Hokas?
Yes.
Oh it was Mark. Our buddy Mark put me onto the Hokas. And then before I know it, the whole family's making fun of me. They don't want to be seen with me wearing the Hokas because they made me walk funny.
I mean, to be fair, I bought a pair too. I just didn't look funny walking in them, and then I didn't enjoy them as much, so I never bought them again.
Well, guess what? I have an unworn pair of Hokas because I bought like 2 pair. I thought I was going to love them. And, if I like something and it's available, I'll buy multiple. Like, I'll buy like 4 pair of khaki shorts if I like them. If I like a certain shirt, I'll buy a whole bunch of them, just so I have them in stock.
You figure you get ahead of it here. You just buy 2 out of the gate without trying them at all.
All right, so the whole family shamed me out of wearing Hokas, and I did look up last night. So they still make the Bondi. However, they're up to the Bondi 9.
Ooh.
These are Bondi 6s. So these are some years ago.
Yeah.
But these are brand new, never worn. Who wants my Hokas? Because I'm not going to wear these again. Let me take them. Take them out of the box here. Look at this. These are black on black. These are all black Hokas, and they're brand new. Look at the sole. They're brand new. Look at this. These have never worn.
What size?
These are 9s. All right?
All right.
So these are Hoka Bondi 6. These are 9s.
We just can't give them away to like caller number, 105, right?
All right, well, make the case. Who wants my Hoka Bondi 6s? Now, when did I buy these? These are probably, like 2016?
Either, 2016, before 2017.
Yeah, these are about 2016, and they've been in the box for, what is this, like 9 years now.
Right.
Those shoes don't decompose at all.
Listen, the soles are totally pliable. There's no hardness to the rubber.
No drying out.
All right, make a case right now. Who wants my Hoka Bondi 6s, size 9, all black, never worn, brand new? Who wants these right now? Make a case. 800-990-1047. 800-99. You know what? I ought to make the person who wants the shoes come down live on the air and get them.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, come on down, and I want to see you put them on.
Should you have to be able to wear this shoe? I don't want somebody to win them if they're like, a size.
I want somebody.
6.
I want somebody. Like, listen, if you're a size 12 and you're not going to fit in these things, then don't. Or every single line is ringing. People want my Bondi 6 2016 Hokas. Listen, every single line is ringing at 800-990-1047. All right, Gene in St. Pete. Hey, Gene, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, I want your shoes. I want your sneakers.
Gene, you wear a men's 9?
Yes, I do. Because I have a wide foot, and the women's are usually narrow, and they hurt.
You know what?
And I have a bad back. And you said, or I heard yesterday, that it helps if you have a bad back.
I would bet that women named Jean have wide feet.
Michelle, you have a big foot. You wear a woman's 10.
I have a big foot?
What?
You're in trouble now.
Oh, my God.
You got yourself a
Michelle,
gunboat.
hold on. Michelle, you're on the tall side. What size foot do you
now I'm on the tall side?
what size foot do you have?
9.5.
I thought I've been shopping with you and you've worn a 10.
When you buy a sneaker, though, or like an exercise shoe, you buy it like a half a size or even a full size greater.
Bigger,
because your toe is like pushing in
All
and
right.
you don't want it,
So you wear a 9.5 or a 10 woman's?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Gene, hold on a sec. Let me see if your story is good enough. Let me grab DJ and Trinity. DJ, you're on the MJ Morning Show. You begging for my shoes?
Hey, yeah, I would love to wear them. I've actually bought my wife a pair of shoes, and she loves them. And she's trying to get me back into running and run a half marathon. So,
And what size do you wear, DJ?
9.5.
All right, well, these are 9s. All right, DJ, hold on a sec.
You're a contender, DJ. It's a good story.
I'm putting every call on hold. I want to hear all these stories and make a decision. Tammy and Lutz. Tammy, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, Tammy, you want my 2016 Bondi 6 Hoka shoes that made me look funny?
I would love them. I have a pair, but they're wearing down, and right now I have plantar fasciitis, and so I know that the Hokas have that cushiony, springy step that makes the relief so much better.
Tammy, this is a men's 9. Is that going to fit you?
Well, I wear a 10 plus in women, so it's yeah, I can fit in. My husband wears a 9 too, so we actually could share them.
Wait, so you fit your husband's shoes so you know it's the right size?
Pretty much, yeah.
Did you deliberately marry a man with the same sized foot? Was that like a deal breaker?
I mean, I'm taller, so I guess the feet match the tallness, so it all works out.
How tall are you, Tammy?
I'm 5'8".
Yeah, it's like Michelle's height. Michelle's, same, kind of the same. What about your husband? Does he match you with man boobs?
No.
Okay, so no man boobs on him.
No, my husband's very fit.
All right, hold on, Michelle. Stand by. All right, I'm sorry, that was Tammy. Now
it's Tammy.
Now it's Michelle. Michelle in St. Pete. Michelle, do you want my Hoka shoes?
Yes, I have to have them. I'm the one that has to have them. I have not gotten new shoes in the last 5 years.
Well, wait a sec. You have not had new shoes in the last 5 years?
Correct. Every single pair has been from Goodwill. So whether they're Hokas or they're other brands.
Michelle, what size foot do you have?
So between 10 and 11. I'm 5'9".
All right, so will men's 9 fit you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I've done the conversion.
I want them right now.
All right, what's the conversion?
Yeah, a women's size 10 is roughly equivalent to a men's size 8.5.
So if she's an 11, she'll fit me fine.
So she's a little bigger than a 10, and she'll be.
You know, Michelle, I think you might be leading right now.
Are you crazy?
What?
More than wide foot
I'm not leading. Those are my shoes.
No. I see. Yeah, she's being very assertive now.
Yes.
But Michelle, no, the fact that you have not been able to afford a new pair of shoes in 5 years?
No. Every single pair has been from Goodwill. So sneakers.
All right, Michelle, do you have a car?
I don't pay hundreds of dollars for that.
Do you have a car?
Yes.
So you could drive to the station and put the shoes on here in the studio, right?
Yes, I could.
So we're in St. Pete. How close are you to where we are? Do you know where we're located?
So you guys are out by Roosevelt Road, right?
Yeah, so
sort of, but not really.
We're near 4th and Gandy. How far away are you?
So I'm on 4th Avenue North and 20th near Kenwood.
That's not that
15
far.
minutes away.
Yeah. Could you get here before the end of the show?
What?
Yes.
All right, hold on a minute.
You're going to pick her over Gene with the wide foot?
I have a soft spot. The woman hasn't been able to afford a new pair of shoes in 5 years.
You're going to pick her over Tammy, who married a man with an identical foot?
All right, hold on.
Come on.
Michelle, hang on a minute.
I can bring 3 pairs of the last shoes that I bought from Goodwill just so you can see what the quality is that I have.
All right, Michelle, hold on a minute. I'm getting a soft spot here. All right, you know what? I'm going to let my Michelle pick the winner. All right, hold on, Michelle. Dale in Zephyr Hills. Dale, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hello.
I guess you want my shoes?
I do want your shoes.
Dale, what size are you?
I am 9.5.
Yeah, see, I wear 9.5. Like the New Balances I have on right now, these are 9.5. Dale, and make a case. Give me a reason why.
Well, I had an injury to my foot about 8 years ago where I fell off of a first floor. I landed on my
feet, but unfortunately I landed on my heel, so I shattered my heel in 8 pieces. So I have
oh my God,
plates and screws in my foot, and I hear these shoes are really comfortable.
Yeah, top that, MJ. I got a guy with 7 screws in his foot, and you're talking about some lady who's shopping at the Goodwill. Huh.
All right, Dale, hold on.
That's not a bad story.
One more story, and then I'm going to let Michelle make the decision. Tony and Holiday. Tony, why do you want my Hoka's brand new from 2017, 2016, Bondi 6s, all black, size 9? My family shamed me out of wearing because I looked like I had issues with the... Well, Tony, why do you want my shoes?
Actually, MJ, good morning. I don't want your shoes. I'm a size 13. The only thing I would love to see is you do that twerk you did in the new office with wearing those. If you're gay in that twerk would be classic TV.
You might be right, Tony. You might be right. I don't know if that's going to happen.
All right, Tony, thanks for calling in. Thanks for the visual.
All right.
Michelle.
So we got 5 contenders here.
Of the stories you just heard, who should get my shoes to get them out of the house? Lighten up the closet.
I don't know. It's such a tough one.
Come on, Michelle, let's go.
Okay, let's drop 2 people then. Narrow it from 5 to 3. I already got my two cuts.
I think clearly we all know it's between Michelle and Dale, right? Like
what? Whitefoot Jean?
All right, so I'm going to let Whitefoot Jean.
No.
Hey, Whitefoot Jean, I got to let you go, okay?
She was my favorite.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Are you going to are you going to say you're never going to listen to us again?
Oh, no.
Hey, Jean, quick
I
question.
love you guys.
Jean, is your family Dutch?
What?
We're English, Irish, Dutch, German, and French.
Dutch women have wide feet.
What the hell are you talking
That's the
about?
truth.
All right, Whitefoot Jean, thanks for listening. Goodbye.
How did I know that?
All right, DJ and Trinity. DJ, I'm going to have to say goodbye to you.
Alrighty.
All right, sorry, DJ. Tammy and Lutz. Tammy, I'm so sorry, but looks like
my vote, give him to Michelle. I totally agree with that.
All right, so we got to vote you off of Goofy Shoe Island, okay?
That's fine. Have a good one.
The tribe has spoken.
You're voted off of Goofy Shoe Island. All right, so now it's between Michelle and Dale. Michelle has not been able to afford a new pair of shoes in 5 years, or Dale fell off the stoop in his house. How do you fall off the first floor?
I don't know.
Maybe like on the roof, like
Right.
maybe on top of the first floor.
I feel like we have to go with Michelle.
Yeah. All right.
I'm so sorry for Dale.
Dale, we have to let you go. I'm sorry, Dale. You were close.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right, Dale. Have a good day.
Go
So
limp on out of here, Dale.
Michelle, you won my shoes. You got them.
I got some new shoes. I got some new shoes. They're from MJ.
She's got a song.
Wow, you have a song.
All right, Michelle, it is 8:48. We're on the air for one more hour. How quickly can you be here?
I have a conference call at 10, so I have to be there in like 10 minutes.
All right, can you get here right now?
I can get there right now.
All right, get in the car. I'm going to put Andrew on the phone. Andrew will give you directions. Get right here now. You can be here in 12 minutes, probably 50 tops. You come on, we'll give you the shoes, then you can go right back to your conference call.
Okay.
All right, so come to the studio right now. Hold on. Andrew's going to give you instructions, okay?
Okay.
All right, Andrew, pick up line 4. What other freaking morning show in America just gave away
shoes that you bought 10 years ago?
9 years ago. Hokas that make me look like a weirdo walking in them. Brand new. Wow. 8:50 at the MJ Morning Show. Man, you never know what's going to pop up. Like the naked woman throwing trash cans at cars in Holiday. So if you heard the story yesterday from Christine, she did send me the video. I posted the video after Julian. I was going to post it. You know, the distance of the camera was far enough away that you did see a little dark, hair down by the lower region. But you didn't see any specific, like...
it wasn't gratuitously
well,
naked.
It wasn't like a close-up, but I didn't want to run into trouble with Instagram. The video is posted. Julian blurred out her buttocks, her crotch, and her boobs. Naked woman. What are you saying? It was Darlington Road?
That's what the caller said yesterday.
So Darlington Road in Pasco County in Holiday, this naked woman walking down the street, no clothes on, and throwing trash cans at passing cars. And we've got video of this. And the video is on my Instagram right now. at Certified MJ Radio. That is Certified MJ Radio. So hit it. Like to hit it. And look at the video. And you don't see this kind of crap every day. But listen, it is Pasco County. All right, so I guess Michelle's on the way to get her shoes.
Andrew just hung up with Michelle, so she's good to go, Andrew?
Phenomenal. All right, 8:51 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. When we get back, you want to reboot your mood? I'm going to tell you how to reboot your mood. Also, Michelle, we need to talk about us sleeping together. All right?
Okay.
So when we get back, MJ and Michelle.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
In bed together, sleeping together. Also, Delta can't catch a break. Oh, and poor Joanne. Oh, my God. I feel so bad for Joanne.
Poor
my God, Joanne. All that and a whole lot more next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. An NBC News special report from New York. Here's Fester Dolt. Big news, Fester, huh?
News.
Huge news.
Enormous news coming into the newsroom.
All right, what is the enormous news, Fester Dolt?
Joann's Fabrics closing all 500 locations.
No!
Oh.
What was the matter with you?
I don't know. I was thinking of what you teased before we went through a commercial.
Lester Holt is retiring, you dolt.
Oh, I saw that. It's unfortunate.
Why do you think I'm going to Fester Dolt with a special report?
I don't know.
Special report. Lester Holt is retiring sometime this summer after 10 years in the anchor chair. You know why Lester Holt got the anchor gig at NBC Nightly News?
Because the other guy embellished his record or lied about something?
Because Brian Williams claimed that he was shot at in a helicopter flying over Iraq. Remember that?
Yes.
Michelle loved Brian Williams.
He's made a moderate recovery? Doesn't he have like a late night show on MSNBC
he gave that up like a year or two ago. Yeah, he walked away from that. I don't know what the hell he's doing now. Listen, those anchors made like what? They make like, I think Lester Holt's making $10 million a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Good for him.
Yeah, so do you still like Brian Williams, or did the lying about then you kind of passed on him?
The issue was he just kept embellishing the story every time he told it. So there was you could see the trajectory. First he was flying over in the helicopter. Then it was they were flying over a conflict area. Then it was they were getting shot at. Like every time he told it, it just built up. But I like this Lester Holt.
Yeah, Lester Holt's good. I like Lester Holt. I don't mind Lester Holt.
No, I like watching him. He's very calm. He's smooth.
Now Lester Holt will retire this summer, and it looks like it's going to be Tom Yamas.
Who?
Yeah.
Tom Yamas. LL, like a llama.
Mm-hmm.
Tom. I'm going to call him Tommy Llama. That's what we ought to call. Listen, the guy's smooth. He's kind of a. You know what he is. Tom Yamas is smooth. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
He is like the hipster skinny tie news guy.
He is?
Yeah. So it's kind of like in the vein of like David Muir over on ABC World News Tonight. You know how David Muir wears the same like Blues Brothers black suit every night with a little skinny like little knit tie, skinny tie. Yeah, and then Tom Yamas was the weekend guy at ABC World News Tonight, and then Tom saw that, man, it's going to be a long time before I take David Muir's job because he's pretty young. So he got poached by NBC, and clearly NBC hired Tom Yamas like 2-3 years ago as the heir apparent to Lester Holt when he retires, and now Lester Holt is retiring, and that's why he fled ABC, making his way from ABC to NBC. So it'll be the NBC Nightly News with Tom Yamas later this summer, but Lester's staying on a Dateline.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Lester's not totally retiring. He's going to still be the anchor of Dateline.
That's an easy gig. You show up one day a month and you just read some cards.
You know what? You walk in there and
Really?
you could do your parts in 3 minutes for Dateline.
Because all he does is the intro and the
intros.
outro and
Yeah.
maybe like a back from commercial.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
And some VO work maybe.
Yeah, that's it. He could walk in and do Dateline and probably takes him seriously 5 minutes a week.
But he could take 20. He could do a whole season's worth of Datelines in 2 days.
That's probably a $7 million gig.
Right?
Can you imagine that? Walking in and reading cue cards for 3 minutes?
Pay
And
me
that's it?
$7 million.
Holy
MJ, I
crap.
haven't watched network news in years.
I still do. Michelle and I still, most days out of the week, we'll watch a little bit of each. I want to see what ABC Nightly News is or ABC World News is doing. I want to see it NBC Nightly News. Yeah. And then, they just revamped the CBS Evening News. And apparently that's not working, so they're already revamping it already like 2 weeks into the new project.
Yeah, it's you and people in nursing homes.
Will you stop it?
That's it. Nobody's watching network news.
I got it on TiVo, and I just watch it. I just kind of fast forward, see what the stories are. All right.
Yes.
So first, though, I mentioned I got some breaking news on cell phones and your mood. This is pretty interesting, folks, so why don't you give this a shot? If you take a break from your smartphone, it can reboot your mood. How long do you need to take a break from your smartphone in order for you to feel better about yourself and life and everything? How long do you think it is? What kind of smartphone detox period do you think you need?
8 hours.
No,
not even close.
30 days.
I've left my phone at home.
Now it's too high.
If you
So
leave
you go from 8 hours to a month?
You said it was not even close, so,
Yeah, let's go for the other side. If you leave your phone home for a day, you actually get more anxiety because you're missing stuff and there's stuff you need to do. But I don't know, a week?
Fester's closer, 2 weeks.
Oh.
So detox, just walk away from your smartphone, block the internet from your smartphone is another way to do it. For just 2 weeks, 91% feel better after the break. It's very anxious out there. Just the world event, national events, world events. It's just things just seem more unsettled now than.
Yeah. And with the phone in your hand, you're like constantly prompted. Like it's constantly dinging. It's constantly alerting you.
You're getting the news alerts. It's jamming up and jacking up your anxiety. And I don't have anxiety really. I'm not a nervous person, but this whole detox thing.
Mm-hmm.
I might just walk away from the show for 2 weeks and see what happens.
But you are.
Oh, I am. I'm going to the Philippines to go scuba diving.
But
That's
are you
right.
still going to be connected?
He wants to get a satellite phone.
Well, when I went to the Red Sea, I got a satellite phone a couple of years ago. But we are going to be, for the first week, we're going to be land-based.
Uh-huh.
We're going to be in a place called Analeo, which is just like like one of the best reef capitals on the planet for like all kinds of small stuff and great reefs. So we're going to do a week, about 2.5, 3 hours south of Manila. That's going to be land-based. But then we're headed to a very remote area on a 140-foot ship, a boat, a yacht, whatever you want to call it. And that's called a scuba liveaboard. And we're going to be on a boat for a week.
Oh, my God.
And there is no communication.
I'd rather be in prison for 2 weeks.
Oh, shut up, Fess. There's nothing. And I'm going to a bucket list place called Tuba Taha.
I'd rather get hit in the head with a bucket.
Will you stop it? I'm going to
I'm with you.
And there's nothing out there.
Knock us both out.
So there are two things I can do. I can go buy a Starlink, but I don't want to put any money in Elon Musk's pocket, or I can just go rent the sat phone.
Well, you're running out of time.
Does anyone have a sat phone they want to lend me for the trip? Seriously. Anybody want to lend me a sat phone? And I'll pay. I'll guarantee the safety of the unit, and I will also cover. I'll cover the airtime. So whatever I run up, I'll pay for the airtime. Is there anybody that wants to lend me a sat phone for March 6th through like the 22nd?
And whatever he's offering, I'll double it so you don't give it to him.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Come on, man. You said you would.
Does anyone want to lend me? Listen, your sat phone is safe with me. Does anyone want to lend me the sat phone? If you have one, email me, mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's mj@mjmorningshow.com. If you got a portable Starlink, can I borrow that? I'll pay for a whole month or two of service if you want, and I'll guarantee the safety and a safe return of the equipment. So if anyone has any of those devices, so if I go buy a Starlink, I'm putting money into Elon's pocket, and it's like $700. And then, all right, so listen, if anyone wants to help me out, just send me an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com. All right, so 91% felt better after a 2-week break from their smartphones. How about that? Just kind of the basic research. And then
someone just sent me a text called Gray Bull. They probably have a sat phone later.
Oh, that's true.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll call Brian Stern. Hey, Brian, you got a sat? No, because they'll need it if they get deployed to some remote region of the world where they need communications. They need their sat phone.
They're really a hand-to-mouth operation. They rely on donations.
I'm talking about somebody that has a sat phone lying around and they're not going to need it for 2 weeks in March.
Yeah, who has that just lying around?
Drug lords.
Plenty of people.
Drug lords, criminal masterminds.
I got 3 words for you. Sinaloa drug cartel.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Hello, MJ. Yes, you can borrow my sat phone. I love your crotcheties. Ha ha ha.
Man, I feel really bad for Joanne.
Yeah, poor Joanne. How does Michael feel about all this?
Joanne. We took the off the end of it. Yeah, it's perfect. Listen. That's it. We took the off. So Joanne Fabrics is now closing every single store in the country. So first we lost the cock. The Hancock Fabrics. First, that was the nickname for Hancock Fabrics.
That's what everybody called it, the cock.
The cock. Yeah. So first we lost Hancock Fabrics, and now it's Joanne. Is going out of every store.
So Joanne Fabric is so much more than just fabric, though, right?
Oh, it's fabrics and crafts. It's so much more. So where are people going to buy their fabric? It's like all these fabrics, they're all closing down.
Who makes their own clothes anymore?
Well, no, but they have yarn
Jebediah.
for knitting.
Ezekiel.
Yes.
They have yarn for knitting. You could buy fabrics for like picnic blankets, or they also have like they sell blankets, they sell tacks, they sell cards, they sell things that if you want to print your own cards, your own wedding invitations, your own stenciling. Every pens, pencils, markers.
So my wife was like in a stamping phase.
Yeah.
She bought all this crap from Joann's.
Yeah.
Like, bring it back.
What, like just putting stamps on paper?
No, stamping.
Like you make your own it was weird.
You mean like the wax seals?
Yes. You could buy like all different, animals or items or whatever, when you need different colored ink, and then
one year she waxed.
I want a family crest seal so I could start sealing everything with an MJ and Michelle family crest wax seal.
One year we sent out Christmas cards and she put like green wax on the seal of the envelope. It was like a Christmas tree in the middle or a cross on some of them.
And then I want to start dipping all my bottles like Maker's Mark in like a red wax.
But where would you go get that stuff now that Joann's is going to be closed?
I mean, this is awful, awful news. Not to be confused with. No, it's not Joanne. It's just. That's it. Closing all. Oh, go let her in. Michelle for the shoes is already here.
Oh wow!
Awesome.
Oh, she's here. All right, we'll bring her in a second.
Pretty fast.
Yeah. So now
Joanne Fabric's going away.
Yeah, in bankruptcy. They failed to find a buyer, and the 82-year-old company is going to shutter every single location. 800 locations. So, goodbye to you. Fabrics and crafts. I bring Michelle in.
Yeah, you know who doesn't care? Michaels.
Oh, yeah, Michaels. I guess they sell crap as well.
Or those holy rollers at Hobby Lobby.
All right, look at this. Andrew, can you set up the microphone?
Hey.
Michelle is in. Michelle, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So from the phone to here in like, I don't know, like what, 17, 18 minutes?
Yeah, I was driving like I was on fire.
That's pretty good. All right, pull the mic up a little higher.
Right
there you go.
Like that?
Perfect.
So what do you do for a living, Michelle?
I work from home.
What type of work?
For a subsidiary of United Healthcare.
Oh,
Hey.
really?
Oh, great. We can't talk about it now.
Luigi
Oh.
Mangione.
You
That's
can't.
Luigi Mangione. That's
You
that's,
hurt my heart every time you say a little something about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
I'm free Luigi all the way. No offense, Mitch.
All right. So, Michelle, are they not paying you enough over at United Health if you haven't bought shoes in 5 years?
Well, Florida, the cost of living is a little high.
Yep.
So I choose the things that I spend money on.
Yeah.
and-
All right. Let me give you a chair. Let me roll this over. Hold on.
Oh, we're going to give you a seat. We're going to give you a seat now.
Yeah. Let me roll this seat over here.
So how long have you been listening to the morning show? Don't say like
probably 3 years at least.
All right, good.
So, had you heard of us before, or are you just new to town?
Oh no, I've lived here about 6 years.
All right. So
Yeah.
you came during our hiatus because we were on the air from 1994 to 2012. And then the morning show was all from February 2012 until October of 2020, and that's when we came back. All right, and move the mic down a little bit now that you're sitting down. There you go. All right, so Michelle,
Okay.
I have these Hokas.
All right.
So excited.
You're going to
telling
love
me
these.
These are going to be your first new shoes in 5 years?
Yes.
My
Yeah.
God, I feel like
Yeah.
Santa Claus over
I
here.
take care of them though. I
All
mean,
right.
I know you can't see them, but my shoes that I have on right now
Okay.
look pretty clean.
And you
They're
wear a
also
woman's size.
10, 11.
Okay, all right. Well, here we go. Let me.
Oh my God, what if they don't fit, Michelle?
I know they look a little small, don't they?
What do we do?
These. Hopefully, this will be okay.
We have to like open up the laces.
Oh yeah. I hope these are not too tight.
I hope we got Dale's number just in case.
All right, let me look at this. These are brand new. I'm I'm
nice.
taking the cardboard.
I love it.
The shoe formers out of here. All right, let me unlace this one here, and then.
And size 9 is kind of small for men, right?
Shut up. he's not a big guy.
Not a very
Shut up,
tall
Michelle.
guy. Yeah. All right. My foot size is not always an indication. Yeah, just ask Michelle. All right. So here,
Let's ask Michelle.
All right. So here we go. Michelle, go ahead and grab your new Hokas.
Okay.
And let's put them on.
All right. Congratulations on getting the shoes.
All right.
Take those nasty dogs off your feet. Those are the ones you have on.
Take your old shoes off.
All right.
So if you're just tuning in, my family shamed me from wearing Hokas because they said these Bondies.
Look how comfortable they look, Michelle.
They made me walk funny, and the whole family was making fun of me back in 2016, 2017 when I tried the Hoka Bondies.
I think they fit.
Like a glove, MJ.
Do they fit?
Her heel just slipped
Hold
right
on.
in.
This is like a Cinderella story.
Yes.
Oh, it's a Cinderella story.
Cinderella.
Oh, look at Michelle. Do they fit?
They do. They fit
Oh,
perfectly.
Fester, can you? Hey, Fester, go do the stride right little toe test. Go, get down on your knee and like test.
Big toe up.
All right, where's the?
Got it.
She's got about a half an inch from the toe to
God.
the front. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
I love it. Thank you so much. I'm so happy.
Michelle, I'm so happy to. And I think these Hokas, I think the Bondies are like $180 a pair now.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
not
Yes.
nothing.
These
They're-
are probably now the most expensive shoes that I own.
Oh, these are?
Yeah,
These are.
absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean,
All right, Michelle, if you want to wear them out, when you were a kid, you always wanted to wear the new shoes out of the shoe store?
Yes.
So if you want to wear the new
Yes.
shoes out of the MJ Morning Show studio, Michelle just won my size 9 men's Hokas. And
I love it.
here's
Thank
the
you.
box.
oh, that's amazing.
All right. Are you going to wear them out?
Yeah, of
All
course
right.
she is.
Oh, wait,
Hang on a
hold
second.
on, I got to get pictures of this.
Yeah, we're going to
Hang
get
on
some
a minute.
pictures. Hang on a second. All right, she's on her.
Festa, can you fill some airtime?
No, I'm trying to take pictures of Michelle as well. Listen, okay, so I have to acknowledge that I guess now that I see how happy she is, I guess I'm glad that she's the winner.
Michelle,
It was the
come on
right
over
choice,
here.
right?
Yeah, it seems like the right choice. So the question
And they
is,
fit her so well, like right away.
do you give the shoes?
All right, grab the box. I want you to hold the box as well.
Do you give the old shoes back to Goodwill now on your way home? You just drop
This is
them
great.
right off?
All right, I'm going to take.
I don't know if she should take those back.
Hang on, I'm going to take
I
a
don't know
picture
if
of
that's worth
Michelle.
it.
I'm going to take a picture of Michelle
All right, take your picture.
from St. Pete.
We really got it. Aren't we taking a commercial break in like 4 minutes?
No, well, yeah. But
Okay, so let's wait till
she's
commercial
got
break.
a conference call to go to.
Screw your conference
All
call.
right, hang on a minute.
What are they going to talk about? Luigi? Huh? What, a United Healthcare conference
They're
call?
going to talk about Luigi's loafers that
Yeah,
everyone
no
loves
kidding.
in the
Hey.
trial.
Michelle, Luigi Mangione has new shoes. Have you seen his loafers that he wore into court?
Yes.
And now you have new shoes. You're just like
You know what? I'm
Luigi.
going to shoot a video. You know what? We're going to break it right in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to shoot a video with Michelle because you'll still have plenty of time to get back for the conference
break
call.
a little early. Do your
All
thing
right.
now.
All right.
Let's break a little early now, so we'll have a big last segment.
All right,
You
well,
get
a
to talk
much
to Michelle.
longer last segment. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, all right, let me take a break. I still have a lot to do. Michelle, we got to talk about our sleeping habits, about you and me sleeping together. Also, Delta can't catch a break.
What, another one flipped?
Well, no. Oh, and I don't give a flying crap about Starbucks. I'm not addicted to that. I'm not waiting in line. I'm not paying $12 for a coffee. But we might have some people with some heavy duty anxiety because Starbucks is firing 1,100 corporate jobs, but they're also taking 13 drinks off the menu. That seems like a lot.
They have a buttload of drinks.
All right, so
they can get rid of some.
Big issues over at Starbucks. So, and also Elon Musk's kid and the story of him wiping the booger on the desk.
Yeah, what's the kid's name? Booger 2000 or something?
There's an update to that. There is a story circulating about why the Resolute desk in the Oval Office of the White House was removed. And it was there when Elon and his 3-year-old kid, and again, he was picking his nose, and apparently he wiped, it on the desk. And some people were saying, oh, my God, they took the desk out to clean the desk. But there's a crazy story I guess the desk is just getting a refurb. But there's a crazy story, and I have people sending me this as if it's reality. It's a total hoax. So what's going on? I'll explain. We got a lot of stuff in the final segment of the MJ Morning Show next on 104.7 FM, Q105. Don't move. Back in minutes. Did you see the smile on Michelle's face when she put on my size 9 Hoka Bondi 6s from 2016, brand new in the box? You know, because when I bought them, I bought 2 pair, and I never wore that pair because the family shamed me out of wearing the Hokas because they made me walk funny. Like I needed, assistance. Like I got the pre-board flights earlier,
Yeah, all that's true. But listen, I'm super happy that she won.
Oh, Michelle's thrilled.
She's so happy.
We made her day. Brand spanking new shoes.
Yep.
First new shoes of her in 5 years.
I mean,
And I think the Bondis are about $180 a piece right now.
They're not nothing.
Those are Bondi 6s, and I think they're up to the Bondi 9. But, listen, I guess Hoka's are not for me. I'll stick with my New Balance 990s. Oof. That's my shoe. I'm not gonna stray. All right, 927, rolling up on 928 now at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Thanks for listening. And, of course, we always appreciate it when you spread the word and you tell everyone that, hands down, the best morning show entertainment in the Tampa Bay market is the MJ Morning Show. So anyone you know that's not listening, convert them. Tell them just to try us out at 104.7 FM every Monday through Friday. Oh, so guess who phoned me?
Who called?
Or texted me, I should say.
Who reached out to you?
Someone's going to lend me a sat phone, and we know him.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'll get to that in just a minute.
Is it the drug lord that we know?
Stop. We don't know a drug lord.
MJ, listen.
Hey, get out of here.
What color would you like?
All right, so, Michelle, let's spend a moment and discuss our sleeping together.
Oh, do we really have to?
We do. Because sleeping next to your partner has particular health benefits. Not necessarily sleeping with your partner, but sleeping next to your partner.
Like in the same bed?
What would those be?
So studies are showing that people sleep better when they fall asleep next to their partner. But it can't be like a strange bedfellow. It can't be like a one-night stand or this is like a relationship situation, and husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends. So if you've been together, sleeping next to each other, falling asleep next to each other provides a better night's sleep.
You needed a study to tell you this?
Well,
like my not able to sleep when you're away out of town isn't like proof enough?
Oh, Michelle screamed at me.
What, is it the anxiety of not having him near, or what?
She calls me up on Saturday night and says, "What the F is wrong with you?" Yeah, why don't you tell everyone this story before we get to the nice soothing story about sleeping together?
You know, you suggested a movie. You were like, "You've got to watch this before I come home." You watched it with your dad. I don't even remember what the name of it was. So I sit down to watch it.
I know what
the opening scene is, to the best of my recollection, because I had to block it out quickly, was some woman returning home maybe, and her house was all like ransacked in disarray, and maybe somebody was like lurking in the shadows. And I was like, what the heck? I mean, I am home by myself, and that's what you want me to watch?
So
You guarantee I'm not sleeping.
So Friday night, 6 o'clock, I caught a flight to Lauderdale to spend a couple of days with my dad, who's, having, health issues. So I'm gone Friday, Saturday. I come back Sunday morning, and I've been, hanging out with my dad in the house. We're watching a bunch of movies together, having a good old time. And we watched a movie on Netflix, which I had never heard of. It came up on one of those, best movies to watch on Netflix right now.
All right.
And it was fantastic. It was, I loved it. I loved every minute of this movie. And I said to Michelle, hey, I want you to share and we can discuss the movie. So go ahead and watch this tonight. And Michelle starts it. Next thing I know, she calls me up. What the F is wrong with you? And she's yelling at me.
That's a good question. What is wrong with you?
All right, the movie was called, and it's a weird title. I don't know why this is the title of the movie, but it's great. I don't feel at home in this world anymore. It's the worst. It's the most awkward name for a movie, but it was great.
It seems a little wordy for a movie title.
I don't feel at home in this world anymore.
I was a little suspicious when you gave me the title. I was like, I don't know. This kind of, but I trusted you, right? And so then when I turned it on, I was just like, oh no, I can't. And you're like, no, you have to get past that. I'm like, oh, it's already kind of in my head. Like I gotta, Then I turned on reruns of Dallas.
Yes, JR getting shot isn't traumatizing at all.
Well, I already know who shot him.
That's a good point.
Right?
What's the movie? What's
I was just reading a text. Sorry.
What's the sleeping study?
Well, hold on. So the movie. The movie. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
I don't feel at home in this world anymore. Go ahead and watch the movie.
Yeah, Michelle doesn't recommend
so
it.
back over to the sleeping.
Yeah.
So if you got an issue with this, just get a hold of Dr. Thomas Michael Kilkenny, the director of the Institute of Sleep at Northwell Staten Island Hospital. All right? Northwell Staten Island University Hospital. Because, when I think of a mecca for medical research,
yes,
I think of Staten Island, the home of Pete Davidson. In fact, I think Pete Davidson was the lead author of this study.
Dr. Kilkenny did a whole study on him.
No, the closer that a couple is emotionally and more synchronized, Kilkenny shared 3 benefits of sharing a bed with an intimate partner that may make some couples think twice about getting a sleep divorce. Because that's another thing that some people are, we're getting a sleep divorce, we're sleeping in separate rooms, we get better night's sleep. But no, there's research that counters that. That studies using brainwaves showed significantly increased sleep durations when co-sleeping next to your loved one. The subjects also felt significantly more relaxed after having slept with their partner. Having sex, cuddling, holding hands, sleeping close can trigger the release of oxytocin, which is known as the love hormone. Not to be confused with the love boat. So oxytocin may help affect couples fall asleep faster. So there you go. Take that to the bank, Hank.
Look, even when I go upstairs ahead of you by some measure of time, I still leave the sconces on, like on a very low thing, because I'm like nervous without you in the bed.
The sconces are low. Trying to set the mood with the sconces.
The lights down low.
Guess who wants to potentially lend me a sat phone?
Who?
Let me dial up.
I would have no idea who.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure.
Owns a sat phone.
Better call Billy. How can I help you?
It's the consumer protection lawyer, Billy Howard. Better call Billy. Billy, welcome back to the MJ Morning Show.
Thanks, brother. Always good to be here with you.
So I'm going to the Philippines soon, and I'm going to be in some remote spots with like no service, no connection, nothing. And
sounds great.
So you texted me that you have a sat phone?
I do. Hey, if you have a motto like better call Billy, you better be able to answer your phone, right?
Anywhere on the planet.
I thought you had it in case like somebody abducted you for suing everybody.
I get kidnapped to exotic places because I represent so many people and give them wonderful results.
Absolutely. All right, so you're gonna. How does it work? Does MJ have to pay?
Not the drug dealers, but when I was in, so I got it because I go to a lot of national parks with my family,
right?
And I can tell you the other dude that had a sat phone. I don't know what he was doing. He looked suspicious, but that's the deal. You got to have a cell phone if your law firm is Better Call Billy. So we have one for the national park.
So would your phone work in the middle of
Dude,
the
a
Indian
satellite
Ocean?
phone works anywhere.
What if the Earth is turned around? I don't know. It rotates, you know.
It works
I'm asking.
anywhere.
I'm asking.
So, Billy, are you saying that I can borrow your sat phone for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you made mint chocolate chip ice cream for my son, and it just blew his mind. So anything you need from me, you have it.
Oh, that is very nice. Is it a good sat? Is it one of the smaller ones?
Yes.
How big is it? How big is it?
Which I don't want to be a beggar here, but which brand is it? Which model number?
MJ, my son makes me listen to you every morning when I drop him off for school. I do not know the model number of the phone, but I will go home. As long as I can find it, I'll text you the model number.
Do I need to buy service, or you have minutes on the phone?
Yeah, you have the. I'll just have you hooked up. It'll be like when you delivered ice cream to my son. I will hand you the phone, and it will work.
This is awesome. Better Call Billy, the consumer protection lawyer, is going to lend me a sat phone for the Philippines trip. Well, thank you, Billy. You're awesome.
Hey, anytime. Hey, it's great that I got you on the phone because our last call was about the high water bill. Remember, my client was got a $5,000 bill and a $7,000 bill.
That's right. What was the slogan we came up with?
You know, this is a serious case. So I took it off off the lawsuit. It was line number 1, and I couldn't do it. It was Fester sent me at the very end came up with
it. It was like splish splash, they're stealing my cash or something.
That is exactly what it was. Right. And MJ, it was line number 1, and the more I looked at it, the more I could not file the splish splash they stole my cash lawsuit. I did put it on my Instagram. So,
yeah, a judge was going to laugh that out of court.
Right. Right. This is an actual serious case, so you don't want them to look at this case, because my opinion is you win or lose your lawsuit on page 1 of the complaint, and there wouldn't have been a great chance that would have influenced the judge in our favor. But I called the city of Tampa today because even though we sued them and served them last week, they still sent my client a bill that he got yesterday for $5,000 and threatened to shut his water off if he didn't pay.
Oh my God.
And so here's the interesting thing. The city of Tampa now has, when you go through the phone trees, it literally has an option for excessively high bills.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well,
that's crazy.
You got to keep us up to speed on the lawsuit and let us know, where things end up. And Billy, we got a little bit of time. I got a little over a week before I'm leaving, but thank you. It's so generous for you to lend me your sat phone so I can be connected to my lovely Michelle while I'm away.
Why don't you take Michelle with you?
She won't go. She doesn't want to scuba dive. I mean, my wife is perfect except for she doesn't scuba dive.
Not going with MJ is a vacation for Michelle as well.
All right, Billy, I'll talk to you soon.
It might be that one.
Thank you, Billy.
All right, thank you, MJ.
All right, talk to you soon. Now, Michelle is the perfect wife. The only thing that is not perfect about Michelle is she doesn't scuba dive. If you would scuba dive, then you'd be like, right now you're 99.9, and just
Yeah, she'll take 99.9 because
Yeah.
you're like, 4%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Fester.
No kidding, man.
Oh, but all right, 9:40 at the MJ Morning Show.
Tell you what,
Man,
sounds like you're going to pay for that free sat phone 1,000 times over.
I tell you what, that video of the naked woman throwing trash cans at cars up in Holiday in Pasco,
How many views?
it's already got like 6,000 views. Things on fire.
We're all really happy for you.
Right now, 5,600 views in just a very short amount of time.
We have a confetti cannon for when it hits 10,000. We're all really happy.
Dude,
for your
it'll be 10,000 by noon.
Oh, we're
at
really
this
happy
rate.
for your
A
Instagram.
glitter cannon.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds great.
Yeah. So, Christine up in Pasco sent me this direct message on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. MJ, I want to share this crazy video with you. My daughter lives in Holiday. This lady was completely naked and threw a trash can at her car as she was passing. And what road did we say this was?
Darlington?
On Darlington Road. Anyway, the video is up on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That is Certified MJ Radio. If you want to see a naked woman throwing trash cans at passing, walking down the street completely naked. So check it out. Videos on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That is Certified MJ Radio. If you want to see a wacky lady in Holiday. In fact, every time we talk about it, we ought to play Madonna's Holiday. Holiday,
The Pride of Pasco.
It won't be all right, though. Isn't like a line in Holiday? It'll be all right. Is that? Or am I just like writing my own lyrics to
I
that
don't remember
thing?
the song that well.
All right. Hey, Delta can't catch a break, so now a Delta flight had to land in Atlanta because there was like a total fog and haze in the cabin. And it's not like sometimes you'll get on an airplane and it's very humid outside and the air conditioning is rolling or the APU is on, and you get the condensation.
Like the smoke coming out of the blower?
It's not smoke. It's just like it's like air condensation, and it looks like you're being gassed or something, but you're not. But Delta passengers, there was a flight bound for South Carolina, and it had to return to Atlanta yesterday morning because a whole haze filled the cabin. Yeah, Delta flight 876 was in the air, 99 passengers and crew. 8:30 yesterday morning, and the pilot had to turn that ship around and land back at Hartsfield-Jackson. Everyone on board was evacuated on the emergency slides. There's an old McDonnell Douglas MD-90.
The MD-90, yes.
Actually, they call it a Boeing 717 these days, but we all know that it's the MD-90 project.
No, I don't think we all know.
No,
I think only you, airplane nerd, knows.
We all know, Michelle. MD.
Thanks for informing us.
By the way, Michelle is MD.
Okay. Yes.
Because Michelle Diane, you're
All
MD.
right.
You're a Mad Dog. Oh, Mad Dog. Because the old MD-80s, MD-83s, the pilots used to call those the MDs or the Mad Dogs.
Right.
Actually. Yeah, so, man, Delta, can't catch a break here. So can you imagine the cockpit and the cabin fills with smoke? They got to land. The pilots had their oxygen masks on, which are the full face masks. And, I guess the folks were saying, all right, at least we didn't crash land, the wings rip off, fireball, and we're upside down hanging like bats.
Right.
So I guess they felt very fortunate that they just had to evacuate the smoky plane down the emergency slides.
All things considered, wasn't that big a deal.
And I can guarantee you that I was on this Boeing 717 at one point because I was on every single Delta Boeing 717. I kept track of the end numbers.
Are you proud of this?
What?
I mean, was this party?
I'm just pointing it out. All right, Starbucks. Listen, I got to be honest. I don't give a flying crap about Starbucks.
Skip it.
I mean, it's big news. I mean, people do care about it. I mean, people care about things that MJ doesn't particularly care about. Starbucks being one of them.
I know.
I mean, I'm not so concerned with the mass layoffs in their corporate office as much as I am of them cutting their menu by what? Half? A third? I mean, how many things do they have?
Actually, I need to correct myself. I think I said MD9. I think the 717 was the MD95.
Oh, my Fester.
So
you know what? We knew it and we just weren't saying anything.
We are laughing at you over here.
I think the 717 was actually the old McDonald Douglas MD95.
Really fascinating.
If I'm not mistaken. All right, so Starbucks, and this is an example of something that I don't give a flying crap about, but I know that a lot of the audience does.
Right, as opposed to airplane talk, which you do give a crap about, but the audience doesn't.
Right. Thank you, Fester.
Okay, you bastard.
I don't lie.
All right, so here's the deal. Starbucks is going to cut 1,100 corporate jobs. Tell you what, a lot of corporate jobs are getting axed. You know, we had Bloomin' Brands, you know, the parent of Outback and Bonefish and Fleming's and Carrabba's. They're cutting like 100 main office jobs right here in Tampa, right in front of International Plaza in their headquarters. And now we've got Starbucks cutting 1,100 corporate jobs.
Do you think, like, all right, not to be political, but do you think like this whole Doge movement where you could go into a government office and just lop off half the staff and it still exists to some capacity, has a lot of corporate offices saying, let's evaluate what every person is doing here and seeing who could really do without?
That's a good point.
I mean, Outback, 100 jobs. Starbucks, 1,000 jobs. Joanne Fabrics, closes everything.
Guess what? We've been going through this in radio for the last 15 years. Radio stations have, 20% of the people they used to have?
Sure, but you think of businesses that you've always thought of as being super successful.
So it's not just the 1,100 people that are getting axed at Starbucks corporate offices. The real reason why I'm doing the story is if you're a fan of these 13 drinks that they're lopping off the menu, well, you're not going to be happy. So here's the full list. According to Starbucks spokesperson Erin Stan.
Is the chunky Crappuccino still going to be there? Because that's my favorite.
The what?
The chunky Crappuccino.
No, the Crotchachino is getting lopped.
Oh, I'm not a big fan of the Crotchachino.
Yeah, that's where the barista puts the drink down their crotch before they give it to you with your name on it. It's the Crotchachino.
Yep. Looking for Jimbo, add mudslide.
Oh, God. It's awful.
Crotchachino, double mudslide.
The Cappuccino.
All right, what are the 13 things?
All right, here are the Starbucks drinks that are getting lopped off the menu.
We could do this all day.
Espresso Frappuccino, Cafe Vanilla Frappuccino, the Java Chip Frappuccino, White Chocolate Mocha Frappuccino, the Chai Cream, is it chai or kai? Chai Cream Frappuccino, the Caramel Ribbon Crunch Cream Frappuccino, the Double Chocolatey Chip Cream Frappuccino, the Chocolate Cookie Crumble Cream Frappuccino, the White Chocolate Cream Crappuccino, the White Hot Chocolate, the Royal English Breakfast Latte, the Iced Matcha Lemonade, the Honey Almond Milk Flat White. It sounds like a freaking paint at the Home Depot. The Honey Almond Milk Flat White.
They're going to replace it with the semi-gloss.
Exactly. All right, so if those 13 drinks that are getting lopped are one of your favorites, well, Starbucks says, F off.
I mean, they know how many they sell of everything. This has got to be the 13 worst sellers, right?
Yeah.
You would imagine. Listen, I don't think they're going to sell something they sell a lot of and they have a good profit margin. Listen, these drinks, they're charging you $10 for one of these drinks, and it costs them what? Like 80 cents to make, maybe?
I don't know. These frappuccinos can be pretty complex.
And I heard Starbucks pays relatively decent wages. I think they offer health care to their people. It's a bigger thing than just a cup of coffee.
Let me wrap it up with this. And I mentioned this. I just want to make sure that I mention everything that I've teased. The Resolute desk from the White House, and that's the desk that many presidents have used. Biden used the desk that Trump was just using. Before that, Obama. And, I think back to George W. Bush. The Resolute desk has been pretty much a staple in the Oval Office, and it disappeared. It was taken out, and a temporary replacement desk has been put in, and there was all kinds of speculation. Why was the desk taken out just, weeks into Trump's new presidency? And one thought was that Elon Musk's 3-year-old kid was in the Oval Office, and there's a picture of him picking his nose and wiping it on the desk. And I said, well, you don't need to take the desk out. Just, get a Clorox wipe or something. Get a PDI or something from the hospital. Just, sterilize that thing. And I never really thought they were taking it out to get fumigated because of Elon Musk's little booger kid. I never thought that was the case. But it turns out that apparently it's just getting refurbed. Maybe refinished, refurbed. It's just going to get some work done to it. But there is a story floating around that is just not true. And I had several people send this to me. I got one via DM. I had several via email that bugs were discovered, that listening devices of unknown origin were found on the Resolute desk in the White House.
Oh, come on, really?
It's completely false. It is a totally, but people are sending me this because they saw it online, and it is completely false. No, and this just goes to show when you get your news from TikTok crap and Instagram reels, or you get your news from really crappy, bad sourced websites and conspiracy crap, that's what you end up with. So no. And the sources are non-existent. The whole story's gone viral about listening devices being found in the Oval Office Resolute desk. That's why it was taken out. That is false. It is completely incorrect. It is fake news. It is a total hoax. So, but you know what's scary is, the number of people, even folks I know or relatives or, sometimes even Chloe. It's like, Dad, did you see this story? I'm like, Chloe, that's fake. Folks, you can't trust all the crap you get on the internet. My God. And so many people believe, and that's what's scary, the people that don't know that items have been debunked and they believe stuff. That's what's really scary.
I'll tell you what, though, AI is getting really good at making foot-licking videos.
All right, knock it off. All right, let's get out of here. And listen, we don't do politics on this show, but that's kind of...
a little bigger than politics.
Yeah, all right, 9:52 on the MJ Morning Show. We got to roll. Have a phenomenal day. Little Apache here. All right, folks, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow, and let's be careful out there.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Start your spring cleaning early and get an insanely clean home with zero res carpet.